We were talking about Orlando Bloom, right?
Oh yeah, we're talking about that fairy show.
Carnival Row. So it's neat because it's like it's allegorical, so it's relating to a lot of life things.
So what's the plot? Is there a bad guy?
Yeah,
fairies?
so it's so the premise, and it's cool because like a couple episodes in, they do like a full episode of like flashback, or the second episode even is like all done. And so it's a mythical world, and yeah, so basically it's like there are two.
There's humans, fairies.
Yes, so the humans found the fairy world.
Oh.
And they and another country of humans fought for control of the fairy world, and effectively fucked over the fae. They just call them fae in it. Fucked over the fae in it, so the fae all had to leave because now, so the I can't remember what the main land is called that we're in, but these people lost the war, so the fae fleeing the overlords from the other place have come to the human world, but they're treated as second-class citizens.
Okay.
And there's sort of, so Carnival Row is actually like a street, sort of like the slums, the fae slums.
But don't they have magic?
Yes, so the fae can do. There's magic.
Whoa, hello.
Yes, so there's different things that, like, there's different abilities that the different types of fae folk have.
Okay.
And then there's like sort of witches kind of people who can like see.
I look so derpy on your stream.
Don't look at me. I'll look. Oh, hi, James Moore. James Moore says, "Go and get some more alcoholitisms."
I know. I guess I got to play this game too.
Mm-hmm. Mindless entertainment drinking game. Yes, it's Anna. Where is my phone so I can share this link? Is it in my pocket? It is. Hello, Lando. I'm glad you want to be part of this stream. We're just talking about Carnival Row.
I'd never heard of it. Well, I'd seen pictures. I just didn't know what it was.
It's really intense. I like it. I'm trying to think of anything I think comparable to it. Rosette Allen says, "Hug Jesse, have fun with Anna. Can't stay tonight." Well, I'll miss you because you know I adore you. So what's up, Star Siege player? I haven't seen you in a minute. But Orlando Bloom is definitely still super cute. Yes. Someone is verifying my PO box so they can send me and Jeff a gift for Christmas. That's so sweet. Speaking of which, actually, I got a birthday present today in my PO box, so I should open it.
A birthday present.
Birthday present.
Your birthday was a long time ago.
My birthday is next Thursday.
Oh.
Thanksgiving.
Oh my god, I was thinking about Sav's birthday. I know.
Sorry.
I forgot you were
Mixing up your
Sagittarius.
best friends.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's allowed. 1, 2, 3, 2,
what
0.
What do you want for your birthday, Jesse?
All I want for my birthday is you. Come to Philadelphia for Thanksgiving.
I don't like cold.
It's pretty. It is definitely cold there. Hi, baby.
And the last time I went that direction, I got sick.
Aw.
Let me share this onto Facebooks, and then I promise I will look at the camera. I'm just sharing this on places. Oh, that's an attractive thumbnail we have.
Oh, what is it?
It's like me going like this.
Is it me making a stupid face too? Because I only make stupid faces.
Pretty
content.
Pretty much making stupid faces, but it's okay. What is this?
If you go to any one of my videos and you just hit pause at a random moment, the odds of you clicking on a ridiculously stupid face are very high because I only make stupid faces.
Let me share this on my whatchamacallit, my YouTube channel.
Your YouTube. I'm gonna share it on my Twitter since it's already on my YouTube. Oh, that is a great thumbnail because we're definitely both making stupid faces.
Oh my god, that's great. Take a screenshot before it disappears.
Oh my god, that's great before it changes to a less stupid one. That was really gorgeous.
I like how every time I do a live stream and it's like when I click to go look at it, I'm going like this.
I should tweet this photo out and people will be like, "Jesse's in love with Anna." Remember that one person?
Oh my god, that was so weird.
Oh my god, they were like, it was like their weird fantasy. Rosetta Allen says, "Don't let me forget to send you the pics and drawing." Don't forget, Rosetta. Thank you for the super chat.
I drink the lifeblood. I'm drinking the blood of the innocent tonight.
Rosetta, yes. I'm just drinking the pee of the innocent.
The essence.
The essence.
You drink the essence, I drink the blood.
Sounds good. And Lando.
Well, somebody's
Good luck.
photogenic. Now you want to play.
Now you want, of course. He's like,
I know.
now we're all playing with the cats on the floor, and
And
everyone's
he doesn't want to
chilling.
play with us, and now he wants to play with us. Now he wants attention. You want attention,
Oh,
little
Rosetta
boy?
Allen says, "Good night, ladies. I'm going to go heal from asthma. Good luck,
Aw,
Ladyface."
feel better.
Mm-hmm.
That gross.
Excuse me. Hi.
Hey, babies. Can I hold you or no?
Oh, you can hold all of them. None of them are going to scratch. It's just their level of tolerance
Maybe.
will depend on.
Ow. Ow. Okay.
Their level of tolerance just
Well,
depends on their present mood.
I just
so
want love.
you can always try. He'll come back.
I tried. I tried very hard.
Um,
Oh my goodness.
look,
That's now
It's
you wanted my
me.
purse, don't you?
and Anna. That's a great tweet, right? We-
I feel like my camera doesn't show like my tongue split as much, but on other people's cameras, it's like you don't have one, do you?
No.
No.
Normal
Normal tongue.
I have a regular people tongue. I don't
I
have
don't.
a parcel tongue.
They're on the same screen. I know. I know.
Oh my god, it's like we live in the same general region of the world.
It's like it takes me an hour to get to her house. It's like crazy. It's crazy.
Crazy.
Mhm.
Let me get this package before I forget. I want to know what my birthday present. This is my first birthday.
Why don't you wait until your birthday to open it?
Because I don't want to.
No.
Because I'm not taking this to Philly with me, and then I'll have to wait till I get back. And
See,
I open PO box stuff on live streams. So.
on Christmas, I took my PO or some of like my Secret Santa PO box, and my sister was like, "Why do you have so many presents, Anna?" I was like, "Because people like me, Emily."
I just be like, because I'm better than you.
No.
Demogenized says, "My beautiful friends, hey ladies."
Hey,
What's up,
Demogenized.
We were just talking about you earlier, actually.
Mm.
Well, how much fun we had meeting you at Celebration. Even the meow can't save you.
I can't.
All
I'm
right,
just not an alcohol person.
that's fine.
Ugh, way too many whammons. Cancel the stream. Oh, I know.
Yeah.
know. Too many women's.
Too many whammons. So this is from Andrew Malachinsky, who's my fan from Indiana, and I met him at Celebration. He's the guy I had the lightsaber fight with.
Oh,
Yeah.
I filmed that.
Yes,
I
you
filmed
do.
that.
And then I got free wine from it. So
Oh,
I really enjoyed that wine. I got more of that because when I drove with my friend from Iowa to Columbus for Summer Nationals, we stopped in Indiana, and Andrew gave us wine.
Whoa.
What we got here?
Oh, that's so nice.
Woo!
Wow.
A
What is
return
it?
battle angel.
That's awesome. What is it? Is
I
it like a
know.
box? Is it a
It's
toy?
a box. It's definitely a box. And what's inside the box?
It's in the box.
What's in the box?
Is it a head? Is it her head? Oh my god, what if it's her head?
That'd be great.
What if it's
my
Hugo's
God.
head? Because he's only a head.
'Cause
Did you watch
it?
Alita?
I did. I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed
Oh,
it. too.
guess what's in the box now?
Cat.
Cat in a box.
If
Cat
it
in a
fits, I
box.
sit.
There's a cat in a box. My cat in a box, babe. It's my best Timberlake impression. Okay, what's in the box? It's very exciting.
Oh, dog.
It
Oh, it is a dog.
It's an Alita.
Where the hell did you find that?
No, that's
Ooh,
pretty.
is it her erm body?
It's
Ooh.
yeah. Oh my god, this is going up on my shelf of fanciness.
Now I want to Google where to find this damn dog.
Ah, sorry, cat.
Where do you
I'm
find
gonna
it?
throw the stand at you. It's an Alita. Oh, Jerry Arn says hello from fellow Orange County resident. What's up,
Hello.
OC? It's good to be together, Christopher Apodaca. I threw the stand at you. I'm sorry, baby.
Oh, it's got a stand.
And she's got regular
She's
hands,
toes.
and she's got
Cyborg hands.
she's got Thaborg hands, and she's got a sword. And I'm really excited. Let's release you from your mortal bonds. Any places to put all the boxes that these things come in? Because I like the boxes.
I always put the boxes behind them.
I don't feel like I don't have the space for that up there.
I know.
I also don't have the height necessarily.
Yeah.
My Mara Jade comes in just under the necessary height. But yeah, because you also need the boxes because they have like their extra hands and shit in them. There we are.
Whoa.
Bam.
That's awesome.
Isn't that great? Look at that. The toes and let's see. Are these your sword holding hands? Oh, I like her motion. It's like Boom.
I feel like her head is slightly too small.
Her eyes are really small. Oh yeah, her head's definitely a little bit, but her eyes are really small. Like she's not like the super words animeified version. I kind of like that though. I kind of like that she's.
It looks like more natural.
Yeah, she's a little dead eye. She's a little like I'm gonna kill you in your sleep. You know,
it looks a lot better.
And she does look better on the camera. But she is sick. And we've got 2 new super chats from Christopher Apodaca. Just sends a super chat. Thank you. No message, but we love you. We just read a message from you anyway. Oh, you were somebody. You said something. We read something from you. It's great to see us together. And Demajanai says, can't wait to see y'all again. I'll bring more chocolate.
Yes.
Do it.
Are you coming to Celebration this next time?
We hope so, because we would love to see you again.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Alita, get your stab on.
Feminists think her body is too feminine. That's because, I mean, you can kind of quote me on this. Usually the women that complain about that
don't have figures.
Yeah.
Oh, look, her underpants are a separate piece.
Oh my god.
She's got outer pants.
A little butt.
Little booty. Little booty. She's got nothing under that. That's just her legs under there. Her butt is a separate attachment. It's like a Brie Larson butt double.
Oh god. Well, at least she has a butt.
Exactly. All right.
I like how even her ankles move.
Yeah, isn't that neat? She's got a lot of flexion. I mean, she has to be ready for that.
What brand is this?
I don't know. Check it out.
It is Legend Creation.
All right, you're not really wanting to hold your sword with more than one hand, which is fine. I totally get it.
If she holds it, it's like that. Like that's the pose.
Okay, fine. She'll pose.
Let's see.
There we go.
Hong Kong address RM. Okay, it's a Hong Kong. Product pictures may differ from physical objects. Please refer to physical objects. The packing contains important information. Please keep it. Cleaning and maintenance methods. Use dry cloth to wipe clean regularly. It is necessary for the adult to dismantle the package to be used by the children.
It's a good thing I'm an adult.
Discarding the toy at will affect the environment. Please recycle it properly. Okay, so this is obviously translated from Chinese, which the person didn't know English very well.
There, I've posed her now. Now she's a badass.
Yes.
Bam. Action pose.
Technology.
And I did. And look, so she has
different
regular hands if she wants to stroke Hugo's hair back when he was alive.
No.
Rest in peace.
No.
Or she's got punching fists. Little fists for punching. This is so cool. Thank you, Andrew. I hope you see this stream at some point. I know you're usually around a lot, so hopefully you'll see this. I'll make sure that you get this link for sure. Because thank you. This is so cool. I'm really stoked to put this
really
up.
Cool.
I'm very pleased. I'm gonna put this away for now before I hurt myself. Kittens, you cannot play with this. It's not for you.
Wasn't made for you.
Val the Black, thank you for your super chat. Had a bad day, hit with a complaint because apparently if someone's uncomfortable, that is not
their job to say, hey, I'm not comfortable.
What the fuck? Dude, I don't know, man. That sucks.
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. We drink to your pain. I can imagine the circumstance. Also, yeah, I think that's bullshit. It's something that really drives me crazy is this idea, and that's our culture now. That's fucking social justice warrior culture. Which is exactly that. It's not my job to let you know I'm uncomfortable. It's your job to just intuit and automatically know and realize you're doing something that could possibly make somebody uncomfortable. And if you take any behavior that could possibly have made anybody uncomfortable, that is now your fault and you are evil and you should die.
See, I feel so one of my goals is to I love creeping people out. I just love it. And so my best friend, when we would go to the computer labs in college, I would come in and I would try to sneak up behind her and stroke her hair. And I'd always try to creep her out. And so she always sat in the same spot in the corner of this computer lab. And so I went in and I saw her and I walked straight to her and I went and I stroked her hair and the girl turned around and it wasn't my friend.
It's amazing.
And she turned, she was like so creeped out in my head. I'm like, yes, I did. I creeped her out. And Savannah, my friend, she was like 2 seats away, and she like said, she's like, I watched you in slow motion walk up, and she's like, no. But the girl laughed about it. It was fine. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I was like, I thought you were my friend. I always try to creep her out. And she laughed. She's like, no. She's like, it's okay.
Oh my God.
She's
That's
like, it worked.
Hey,
But
hooray.
I did that to one of my friends. When I first moved down here and I was working at the aquarium, and I came in and I went to go like stroke her hair like that to creep her out, because she knew I would do it, because I always told her, oh, your hair's so pretty, it's so curly and everything. And I used to, do that. Mm-hmm. And so she's like, Anna, don't do that in the office. They're gonna like get you in trouble. I was like, because you're my friend, and I stroked your hair. I was like, I didn't even touch your skin. I was like this, like barely any pressure.
Your hair is dead. It cannot issue consent.
I know. But so I was like, really, you're gonna get on me for sexual harassment for that? I was like, that's stupid.
Let's be honest, it's a really good thing I'm not a man, because I would have been accused of sexual harassment a bunch.
Oh yeah, just off of that story I told you, I would have been accused too.
Jerry RN says, will you girls take one for the team and review Star Wars 9?
No. I'm not doing it.
I will. You're welcome. Cancel Jeremy says, can't stay. Love you gals. Have a good night. Good night, Cancel Jeremy.
Good night. I'm trying to just get my hair
love
up.
you too.
I'll drink in a minute.
Val the Black says, I love you both. Lol.
Oh,
we love you, Val the Black.
I can't get my hair to stay up in ponytails anymore. But that's okay.
I can never get my hair to stay up in ponytails.
Oh, really? I probably could do.
We could do like a little. We just get like do one of these.
You look like what they do to babies when babies barely have any hair.
Oh my God, yes, the little like things. That was my horse. When I used to have a horse, he had no forelock, so when you braided his forelock, it would stand straight up like a unicorn horn. It's adorable. I have some pictures of that somewhere. When I had long hair, drunk girls like to pull on it or mess with it when they felt flirty. I would have done that.
Yeah.
I would have done that. And then I would have pulled it back, and then just bitten your neck, because I'm a vampire.
I'm a vampire too.
Yeah, vampire buddies. I don't remember how, it was some weird joke where Jeff was like, I'm a vampire, I will live forever. And I'm like, well, you better bite me so I live forever with you. And he's like, convince me. I'm like, it's me. The end. Convincing done.
I just know because of my sleep schedule. I'm nocturnal. And I was like, oh my God, I'd be a vampire.
I was trying to go to bed at a regular hour last night. No, 2 nights ago. I was like, all right, I got home at like 1. I'm like, I'm just going to go to bed. Mm-hmm. 3 hours later, I'm still awake. I'm like, why? But the advantage of being awake between 3 and 4 in my apartment is that you can hear the person who I'm still convinced is a ghost, who just goes running through the apartment. I took a video of this.
I remember
show you the video.
Yeah,
oh my God.
Because you told me that it was a ghost, and then you're like, no, I got fucking footage.
It's some dude who just runs. And I opened the door to see him, and he was like, morning. And I was like, morning. I'm like not convinced he's not a ghost, but whatever. What's this? 2 female Star Wars fans in one place? The SJWs will never believe it. Accurate.
Yeah, I mean, I would come up here more often, and now that I've moved and settled in.
Now you're settled.
Have to.
My place
we'll
is welcome to you.
We'll have to take turns once I get my setup.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will come down.
It's just, the only thing is, like, it wouldn't take me very long to get to Jesse. It's just traffic.
It really is true. It's like it would be 45 minutes or less, like 35 minutes even.
35 minutes.
Yeah, without traffic. And then with traffic,
because when I go home, like when I stay out late, it's like instant.
Yeah. J Money J says, hey, what's up, Anna?
The ceiling.
Gee,
what's up with you?
Chop liver.
It's probably because I haven't done a stream in a long time.
Yeah, and like people expect to see me on my channel, I guess. That's like a normal thing.
That's true. People are kind of alarmed when a stream goes up on your channel and you're not there, right?
Occasionally, it's been known to happen. I should do that. I should just be like, you know what? I should just like give away streams to people and be like, do streams and just like let whoever stream and just make money off of it. I don't give a shit what you're saying on my channel. You give a crap about the brand. Just get super chats.
Oh my God.
Oh,
I mean, at that point, you could just have like thoughts on your channel.
Yeah, why not?
It would make bank.
You could have money. I'm just gonna go find some sexy bitches and be like,
no, like that one that was going crazy on Twitter the other day. Did you see it?
I did not.
Oh, it was hilarious. So this one girl, or She claims to be a girl. So I didn't get involved in it because I was like, I didn't get added. So unless I get added, I'm not getting involved. But this one girl was like, she's in love with Doomcock. And she she's tweeted a DM between him where she's hitting on him. And he's like, no, I'm going to be a gentleman. I'm not interested. You're too young for me. But I'm sure you're lovely. And that was her defense as people are interested in. But she was saying that like she slept with like people from the Phantom Menace, and then she got into a fight and like was saying all these horrible things about other women in the Phantom Menace. And it's like,
I really want to see her list of people she's slept with in the Phantom Menace.
Somebody asked her for that, and that her evidence was that DM from Doomcock where he's putting
where he's like, no, where he's rejecting her.
Yes!
Like, wow, clearly, wow, so much sex.
It was so funny, and I'm just like, this is just a train wreck.
Oh my god!
But she has that she's 18. She just turned 18, but then her pictures are like the Mandalorian party, and there's a happy birthday banner in the background, and she's holding like a red or it's blue Solo cup. And I was like, oh yeah, you're 18. Like this is a real account. Okay,
totally.
But she asked everyone for money. She asked everyone for $1, and everyone's like, no, you're just coming on here asking for money.
Jesus. Oh, got a buttload of super chats here. Val the Black says, so what do you think of the Star Wars TV show?
I haven't seen it, but I saw Baby Yoda.
Apologize to your ears.
Oh, I want it. I want it so bad. I just want to hold him and give him love and just kiss him and cuddle him.
He is really fucking cute.
I saw him use the Force and he's like, and I was like, ah! So I took a screenshot. Let me find it.
The cutest
But
is
it's
the
like all these
scene.
words.
The cutest is the scene before where
He winks.
Where he's with earlier the Mandalorian's trying to heal him. He's like sewing up. Oh.
His little heart. It's using the Force.
Oh yeah, that's actually in that was that scene. So the first before he actually uses the Force in the show, he is the Mandalorian's like stitching up his arm from a fight, and he pops out of his little crib to try to go, and he's like trying to go force heal the Mandalorian. The Mandalorian has no idea what's going on, so he just keeps picking him up and putting him back in his crib. It's this adorable little sequence.
This is an artist.
Like,
This is I just want him. I want to.
He makes me think of like if one of my kittens were Yoda. That's like if Malcolm were Yoda.
That's so cute.
Mal is still wearing his beads.
Everyone's saying like just shave Gizmo and dye him green. You got Baby Yoda. I was like, that's true.
It's kind of true.
That's true.
Lethal Lightning says, "Been training. The fight is still on. You know it, boy. You better be scared."
What fight?
So, one day I'm having a Jessie Fest in Australia, and one of the
I want to come.
you are absolutely
Wait,
coming.
what part of I want to go to the zoo, the Irwins. I want to meet the Irwins.
We'll go to Queensland. We'll do it in Queensland. There's a lot of land there. We'll need a big piece of land. Because we're gonna have this fucking huge festival, and one of the centerpiece events of this is gonna be me having a snack down with Lethal Lightning.
Ooh.
So, and
I want to go.
He thinks he's tough, but we're gonna fuck him up. Mazerus says, awesome, a Jesse and Anna stream. I know, right? Will you drink to Baby Yoda? I call him Yogwe. We will drink to Baby Yoda.
This is so cute.
Flaming TP says, thought Thursday, you could make some coin.
You could.
I should do that.
You should. You have SJW Wednesday followed by Thought Thursday.
Oh my god, that'd be so great. Social Justice Wednesday and Thought Thursday.
Oh my god, you should just like you should get a wig and like and like put on like I don't know red lipstick or something and like hoop earrings and just wear like a bandeau or bikini and do Thought Thursday.
Oh my god, I should.
I
need to do a Thought
Your
Thursday
channel's
live
like,
stream.
You do a lot of satire. There you go.
I do. I need to do Thought Thursday, the live stream where I'm just a skanky twat for. Yeah.
But you should get like nerd tops. I have a bandeau and it's Dragon Ball Z. You can borrow.
Yes. Oh, the sad thing is it would fit me because I have a tiny upper body.
It's small.
I was saying the sad thing is it would fit me because I have a tiny upper body, like, and you're tinier than me. But I'm saying your tiny tops would fit me because I'm tiny on top.
Oh, okay. Yes, I see.
All right. Wow, more super chats. J Money J says, I've been hearing leaks from Doomcock that the test screening for Rise of Skywalker is disastrous. All the original characters die, and Rey is Mary Sue on steroids times 1,000.
Dude, these leaks came out a long, long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Send me the link to this so I can send it to Cecil.
Yeah.
On Twitter, please.
Yakose says, what does Yakose say? Oh, the dynamic duo. You two are the best. Unfortunately, I can't stay, but have a great night, ladies.
Oh, thank you. I know we just talked about it. We need to do more streams together. We always say that we do, but I think once I get my place set up, we'll
do some regular shit. And you're always standing invite on Tuesday nights, by the way. So if you're ever around, just shoot me a text, and I'll make a habit of just sending you the link anyway. Leia says,
and I tell everyone, I was like, always. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No worries. As Leia, we got a super chat from Leia the doggy. Hope you're having a fantastic evening, epic humans. Why, thank you.
Leia, when is your birthday?
Good questions.
No, but I always tell everyone, I was like, send me a link, and if I can come, I'll try to pop in.
Yar. I'm just gonna get in the habit of just always sending you the link for my Tuesday streams because it needs more fun. All right, let me not make the mistake of sending this to everybody in the world, like I did before. All right, tweeted to you.
Thank you. I know you sent the link in like a big group message, and
I meant to send it to just you. I'm like, oh look, oh how did you get on my show? Oh, because I invited all of you. Cool. I mean, it was good people. It was a solid group of good people. So, I'm ordering some of that Nick Offerman scotch. Yum, scotchy scotch. I do love Nick Offerman.
Yeah.
He plays Ron Swanson on.
I love Ron Swanson. He's my spirit animal.
He's my spirit animal too.
Thanks so much. I have all my gold, and it's buried in different locations around my house. Bacon is life. Oh my god, when he cries because the steakhouse is closed,
oh my god,
I felt it deep in my soul.
I did too. Oh god, was it the one where it was like his birthday and it was just him alone in a room with like whiskey and bacon, or like oh god, it was great. Vald the Black says you both should do a LARP sometime. I know you keep telling me about these and I want to do it.
Is that like where you go to a park dressed up like a character?
Basically, yeah, but like more involved and sounds more fun.
But I don't know. I start laughing.
I mean, I
can't do it.
The one that Vald the Black was telling me about sounds well. There's different levels of LARP.
Well, I really want to get into cosplaying, and so I've been trying to find a photographer because if I do it, then I'm just gonna like if I try to take it with my camera, it's gonna look like shit. But I want like a professional photographer to take pictures of me as like cosplay.
I know a good headshot photographer that doesn't charge that much money. They're from Burbank.
Cool.
But yeah.
I still think I want me and Jesse to do a gender swap of Captain Kirk and Mr. Spock. I'd be Spock. Jesse would be Kirk. Obviously. We have the already set up for this. I know.
That would be so dope. I would do that for Halloween. We can make Jeff be Uhura.
He's already, oh my god!
He's already almost black. Matthew.
Perfect.
Right? Wouldn't that be great?
We just need an Asian for Sulu. Do you know an Asian girl? And a Russian girl? It sounds like we're making a really low budget porn.
Asian girl and a Russian girl. Oh man.
Oh my god.
We'll find one. We can order a Russian from Russia.
Yeah, we can
order a bride. Like, no, we don't actually need a bride. We just need a temporary.
We just need you to dress up in a costume and play. This is not adding. This is not helping.
We just need a gender swap Chekhov for a night, please and thank you.
We need you to pretend to be the female version of Chekhov.
Exactly. Matthew Bush says, "Is there drinking tonight?" There sure is, Matt. There sure
so
is.
I am drinking the blood of the innocent, and Jesse is drinking the essence of the children.
The children.
The innocent children.
So Matthew Bush, this is one of my favorite stories because Matthew Bush found my channel and he was like, "I love you, you're great." And then he heard me talking about how I'm a fencing referee, and he's like, "No way, I'm a fencer and I want to be a fencing referee."
Mm-hmm.
So he became a fencing referee, and now we're friends. He worked for me in the first national event that I got to assign. And
Hey.
Malcolm, no knocking over the lights. Bad. That's the Malcolm.
And did you meet him?
Well, yeah, we're friends now. So that's Matt.
Oh, cool.
We went on a double date. Me and Jeff went on a double date with him and his wife.
Looks so familiar.
He's been on my live streams before. Dr. Stephen Prostitute.
Okay, I was like, yes. I know that person.
Yes, that's Dr. Stephen Prostitute.
And then somebody says try Ren Fairs first, and I've been going to Ren Fairs since I was a kid.
Do you want to come with us, Jeff?
Jeff?
Yeah. All right, I probably asked you already. And you're down for the Lord of the Rings watch, right?
Yeah.
Sick. Okay.
As long as nothing like monumental happens that I can't be there because of this family emergency, wedding, or baby being born, I will be there.
Good to know. Don't let anything happen.
Yeah, all of you women that I know that are pregnant, keep the thing in.
Just hold it in. Or pop it out early. Whatever. Either one.
No, because then I have to go visit it. They pop it out early, so hold it in.
Unless you're gonna pop it out like a month early.
Yeah, then don't ask me to babysit on that day.
Exactly. Did I catch this one? Oh, I did. I missed June. All right, I feel like I missed some here. I just Matthew. I got Matthews, and I got the. All right. Jin Wong. Video request. Anna and Jesse perform lightsaber drills a la Highlander with technique narration by Doomcock in Yoda voice.
You do not want me to do that. I have like no combat skills. Actually, I can throw knives pretty well.
Ooh, I have 2 sets of throwing knives, so you'll have to teach me.
Just me.
There's an axe throwing place nearby here. Do you want to come throw axes with me and Jeff at some point?
I don't think I can lift that.
It's not that heavy.
I know, but I don't think I can throw that very well. The only reason I know knives is because that's what I had when I was a kid. That did not sound good at all.
I had all the knives as a child. That's right.
I played with knives. I threw knives as a child.
When I lost my virginity, my boyfriend went and bought me a knife. I still have the butterfly knife. It's very nice. And we got Vald the Black says twin mask calm.
What?
Okay.
We used to wear masks. I used to bring them, and we would wear our my clone trooper mask. Were you the red one or the blue one? I think you were the blue one.
I think it was the blue one.
Yeah, you were Rex.
Yeah.
That
Phoenix TTV says it's a shame how far Star Wars has fallen. I remember when people complained about the prequels, and now I'd rather have the prequels than this hot garbage. Also, are y'all gonna go see Frozen 2?
Yes! I'm so fucking ready for Frozen. Oh my god. I'm so ready for Frozen.
I would like. Oh, Ryan Cannell's here. What's up, Ryan?
So ready for Frozen.
I will see it.
I'm so fucking ready.
Provided opportunity.
I will be there. I'm more excited for Frozen than any other movie this year.
Good.
I'm so ready. I am so ready. And I heard that the song is even better than Let It Go, and I'm like,
oh, really?
I'm so happy. There's gonna be a cute animal. There's gonna be horses, and then there's the black guy in it. He looks like, as a cartoon version, like a less hot version of Idris Elba. And I'm like, why is Idris Elba not the voicing him? They're like, oh, it's the guy from Get Out or something. I was like, oh, okay, I get it. I don't like him as much as Idris Elba.
Well, the
missed opportunity.
One of my favorite actors, one of my favorite young actors. Well, I mean, Idris Elba's not exactly young. One of my favorite newer actors on the scene right now is
what movie was he in?
Trevante Rhodes. He was in, yeah. I just had to say it, and you're like, cream my pants. Because I fell for Michael B. Jordan the way he looked in.
I liked him in Creed.
Okay, I haven't seen Creed yet. Creed liked
was good.
I liked him, and I liked his aesthetic because I like Bad Boys. I liked his aesthetic in Black Panther. But fucking Trevante Rhodes.
I didn't take him seriously in Black Panther because he has that face that even when he's trying to be bad, he's so happy.
Face. He does.
Even when he's trying to be mean, his eyes smile. I think he's very charming.
Vald the Black says that's the LARP site, Twin Mask. So look it up.
Let's Google that right now.
And Star Siege player says I want to see Kirk Spock team cosplay or a painting. Could you do it? Could you do a gender like us as Kirk and Spock as a painting?
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather just take a picture.
What
was it?
Twin Mask.
Oh God.
Ultra Gamer says so worried about Rise of Skywalker. We can honestly blame Ryan and Kathleen. I mean, after that interview, no doubt.
I haven't seen it. Don't tell me. I need to. When I do finally fix all of my setup. Sorry, my brain is. My mind is blanking. My mind is hardcore blanking. What was I talking about?
The interview that you're going to eventually rant about.
Oh, yeah. So once I get my setup all done, I will.
I'll just fast forward to the middle of mine. You can just get a sense of how I feel about it.
Heroes Awaken. Welcome to Twin Mask, a Southern California LARP where sorcery is feared.
Underground rituals are you can't just be, that's darker than Nazis. Like, where
what?
are you? That's
because Kathleen Kennedy.
Don't spoil it for me. Don't spoil it for me.
Read the thing, and then I mean, honestly, just if instead of reading it, because this is the paragraph they're all focusing on, instead of reading it, just watch my video because I go through the full answer and then scream about it too. So you'll at least, rather than having to read it and get worked up yourself, you'll have the release of me screaming the things that you're thinking.
Well, see, people like it when I get worked up, and I.
That's fair. I'm just saying you'll be able to get plenty worked up on your own, but if in the moment you want to not have, but you'll. J Money J says, do you girls have crushes on Michael B. Jordan? A little bit,
no,
but Trevante Rhodes.
No, I don't know. There's just something I found.
Lethal Lightning says Ryan is gay, as in Cannell, because that's not Ryan Johnson's spelling. Are we talking about Cannell? Look, if he is, we still love him.
He is because they have debates.
That's fine. Ryan can be gay. He's still prettier than you, Lethal Lightning. And Barb Rogers says Jesse is Han and Anna as Chewie. The size doesn't really work.
It doesn't. I'm too small.
But we could definitely do
Oh, Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda.
Oh, Baby Yoda.
I'm saying Jeff can be Chewie.
Oh yeah.
I can be. What we have to do is get you a Yoda bathrobe, because then we'll just do the bathrobes. Because Jeff can wear my Chewbacca bathrobe. I'll wear the Han one, and you can wear the Baby Yoda one. It'll be great.
Baby Yoda.
We'll be just really lazy.
This is Lando.
This is Lando Kitchen. Anthony Scioli says Hollering Willie has no Willie. That's
Who's
for damn
Hollering
sure.
Willie?
Your friend Willie O'Halloran.
Who?
Willie O'Halloran, your buddy.
Oh my god. My stalker. My legit stalker.
Oh, so read the I'm gonna bring up a picture of Trevante Rhodes and share it with the class in a second.
Okay.
But read the cosplay thing.
Oh. All right, this is the cosplay. Welcome to Twin Mask, a Southern California LARP, where sorcery is feared and creatures of myth have faded into seclusion. Here, in the heart of Terror, a recently discovered continent, characters from all backgrounds will be called back from death and be forced to band together in order to survive and make sense of the world around them.
Intriguing.
All right, download rulebook. There's a rulebook. I don't follow rules.
Rules are
all
you
rules are
lose
meant
me
to
at
be
rules.
broken.
Exactly. So if I can break the rules, then I'm game. Unless the rulebook is just like don't actually murder anybody. In which
Twin
case...
Masks video. Yeah, it's like don't actually kill people with swords.
Exactly. No actual stabbings and death.
No
Then
hangings. No stonings.
No stonings. Everything. Death is pretend only.
Actually, I want to read the rules now.
Yes, I hope they're that fun. Ryan Cannell says, Lethal wishes I was gay. That's probably true. That is probably true.
Ooh, the perspective on this.
All
right.
Lethal Lightning says, my wish is Ryan's command. All right. Make out. You guys need to make out now.
Isn't Ryan married?
I don't care. They need to make out. Little man, I'm glad you love cats. I love cats too. I have 4 of them.
I have 2.
This is Lando.
All right. Twin Mask says, God, this is such tiny font. All right. I will go through this. You keep reading stuff.
Okay. I'm just going to show them Trevante Rhodes because he's pretty. Oh, and Jesse's hair is here, and Jesse's hair says drink. You must follow the commands of Jesse Hair.
All right.
I'm not going to be satisfied until I see a video of Ryan and Lethal kissing. I don't care who goes to Australia. If Ryan goes to Australia or if Lethal comes here, but kiss. Future cat ladies, current cat lady.
This is so intense. Oh my god. Buying character traits. You have to buy your character's traits.
This sounds too much. This sounds like taking tabletop role playing and applying it to life.
Okay. Chapter 1.
I am becoming intoxicated.
They got this fonts from defonts.com. Just saying.
I am becoming intoxicated, and these are too many rules.
There are so many. Why? Look at this introduction.
Mackenzie Willamensa's shots. If you super chat for that,
is there a Spark Notes of this shit?
Right? Is there a Cliff Notes version, please? What would the super chat?
Look at this says, if you are intimidated by this rulebook, we recommend reading through chapter 2 to get a sense of what the world of Alderaan is like, then skimming chapters 6 and 7 to learn some of the basics gameplay.
This is too much work for me.
You know what? Maybe
I just want to wear a costume and run around with a sword and be like, I'm king of the world. Kitten, please don't eat the tape. No.
And I'm okay with being like an elf or a fairy that just climbs trees.
Yeah, we'll just climb trees and watch you guys do shit.
It's fine. I'm an observer before I make my move.
Phoenix TTV says, oh, that's a good one. I thought there was another one that I missed before. Yeah. J Money J says, hey, what do you guys think of Elizabeth Banks whining about her Charlie's Angels movie flopping and blaming men for its failure? Well, if you want to know what I think, tune in on tomorrow or Friday. I'm covering it this week for Sherzies.
I think Young Ripa did a really good video. I was watching it last night while I was waiting for my Sims to download.
I love that guy. How is Young Ripa?
I haven't talked to him in a while, but his video looked really good, and he was talking, or it was really good. It was about how the guy that did Ghostbusters, the all-women cast, was coming out to defend her. He's like, of course they were, but, you know, they're just saying, it's like, and Cecil did a really funny video on it, too, where it's like, okay, the original Charlie's Angels, like the TV show, had very much sex appeal. than the one with Drew Barrymore. It's like, yeah, Drew Barrymore refused to have guns. That's why none of the women use guns. So it was kind of like, oh yeah, these women are really gonna, these guys with
But
guns.
that one made much more money than this one did. That one made good money in the box
Well,
office.
it did, because it's like also look at all the women that are in it. They're freaking bombshells, and it's women that, they're gorgeous and they're not afraid to show off the fact that they're gorgeous. This one, it's like Cecil's thing was like, it's like they picked 3 women off the subway and they're not even the hottest women. And I was like,
and that's the other thing too, is like, so yes, an action movie needs sex appeal with its women. It just does. It needs sex appeal with its men.
Well,
if you make an action movie and you have, like, honestly, there's certain male actors I'm not gonna go see starring in my action movies because I want a sexy man.
well, it's like, why do you think Aquaman made $1 billion? Let's just be completely honest.
It works both ways. It's not sexism. It's just the objectification, which is part of human nature. Objectification of sexy people. So the end.
Well, and also it's like, I don't even know what the story was with this, but when I watched the trailer, I was like, it didn't look that bad, but it didn't entice me to want to go watch this movie. Because also, you got to think about it. When you see commercials and you see ads, right? Okay, when you see, okay, here's a high, what's a luxury brand, like Versace. Okay, when I see like a woman in a Versace dress, it's like, okay, that dress is not something I would usually want to wear, but damn, she looks like gorgeous and I want to look like that. And so you also have that with women. So it's like, when I see this, it's like, well, I don't want to be any of these women. I'm not impressed with any of these women. When I was a kid watching Charlie's Angels, I was like, wow, I wish I was badass at like Lucy Liu. I wish I could do that, on a dirt bike like Drew Barrymore. I wish I could surf like Cameron Diaz. And it's like, when you're watching it, you kind of aspire, you look up to these people and you aspire to, be like that in a way. And so watching that commercial, I was like, I don't want to be like any of these girls.
Yeah, the trailer didn't sell it well. And the campaign, it wasn't like, a lot of people were like, because I didn't even know, I lost track of when it was coming out. I remember seeing the commercials, we were talking about it a while ago, and then I totally lost track of when it was even coming out. If I didn't have a super fan who's also a crazy Kristen Stewart fan, I wouldn't even know these things. So I'm probably going to go see it this weekend. And I'll let you guys know, but like,
I have no desire to see it.
I'm curious. All right, Phoenix TTV, this is going to be, God, you're so mean. Kiss, Marry, Kill. Kathleen Kennedy, Ryan Johnson, Brie Larson. Can I kill all of them?
I know.
God, Kiss, Marry, Kill.
Okay, wait, I got the answer to this. Okay. I would kiss Brie Larson, because then the photo would go viral, and then I could just say, oh yeah, she's the worst kisser ever, and ruin her reputation. And then I could also hashtag me too to Brie Larson, use her thing against her. I would kill Ryan Johnson for what he did. I would marry Kathleen Kennedy and not sign a prenup and take all of her money.
Well, I would definitely marry Kathleen Kennedy for the money. Now, here's my thing, though. If you kiss Brie Larson, you legitimize her as this SJW hero because now she's a little bit queer.
No. That's why I say
that's how you Me Too her.
Hashtag Me Too. I didn't want to be kissed by
her. Now,
is
Ryan Johnson married?
I think so.
Because then I kiss Ryan Johnson and ruin his life. Ruin his life like he ruined my fucking franchise, and kill Brie Larson because she's an insufferable twat.
Well, then he might hashtag Me Too you.
I'm gonna hashtag Me Too him right now. Fucking, because that's what I'll hashtag Me Too Ryan Johnson. That's the thing, is like,
that's a good thing.
If Brie Larson just dies and goes away, I'm good. I don't need her to suffer. I just need her to be gone. Right? Ryan Johnson, I would rather him live and suffer than die.
Yeah, and see, with Kathleen Kennedy, is marry her, you meet all
Take
of
the
her,
money.
You get all
the networking, all the connections,
and you fix everything.
Oh, if you fix all the shit,
and then she's kind of old. You
Yeah.
can just like, what is that movie? Oh, what is that? Breaking Bad. You put some like Ryzen or something in her shit. Nobody can tell she got poisoned. It's like, oh, she's just old. She got sick. I don't know what happened.
Oh, she's dead now.
Anna Nicole Smith her.
Exactly. Just get her out of the way. Oh, Kenda Slice says, howdy, ladies. Jesse, your Eagles failed me. I know. I'm so sorry. Hi, Anna.
Hi.
I was broken that day. Oh.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
Eagles lost to the Patriots on Sunday. It was very tragic. Val the Black says, watch the videos later. Okay. Can do. That is a thing I can do. All right. We're caught up now. We're caught up. But yeah, I think I'm gonna, because I'd rather ruin Ryan Johnson than Me Too that bastard and just ruin his life. Oh, I was gonna show you guys how pretty Trevante Rhodes is.
I think it's the guy from Bird Box. He is very charming.
He was also in Moonlight.
Oh, I didn't watch that. What was that about?
Gay. I will explain. Let me first show everyone how gorgeous Trevante Rhodes is, because you guys really care.
Don't show tips again.
Okay, whatever. Sure. So I should have said no show tips. Applicate Chrome tab. Just
go to application window.
I'm just sharing this tab.
Okay.
See?
Ooh.
Bam.
See how pretty he is.
God, he's so fucking sexy. And he's like jacked and just manly, and I just want to touch. We're just gonna leave this here for a little while so I can enjoy him.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, no, he's gorgeous. So Moonlight was actually a really, really good movie. Did it win the Best Picture that year? It might have.
I think so.
It was, so you know how, so it was really a really well told story too. So it tackled the trials of living as an underprivileged black boy growing into manhood who's also gay. So you're thinking like, oh my God, Woke-a-palooza, right?
That is not what I was told this movie was about.
Really? What were
I
you
was told it was about people in Africa with AIDS.
No, whoever told you that did not see this movie.
My mother.
Clearly, she did not see Moonlight.
She probably watched a different movie and thought it was Moonlight.
Maybe.
Because that is not at all.
No.
What this sounds like.
No. So they did it stages of his life as him as a young boy, him as a teenager, and him as an adult, and so 3 different actors throughout his life.
Somebody says he has nothing on John Boyega. John Boyega, I don't know. I don't think John Boyega.
I think he's good looking. So John Boyega is one of those people who I'm like, he's good looking, but I'm not attracted to him. You know?
See, I'm just like he's not good looking, and I'm not attracted to him.
I think he's good looking.
I think he's one of those guys that you put a bag on it.
Really?
I don't like his face at all. Like him, he has a very beautiful, charming face.
But that's part of it, Trevante. But John Boyega has a very, no pun intended, boyish face. He has a
pissed off face.
He does. He's got a grumpy looking face, but he also has a very it's a very like teenage petulant kind of face.
I don't know. Also, I think it also has to do with his personality that he's kind of a pompous asshole sometimes, and I don't like that. Like even watching him, like when we were at Star Wars Celebration on stage.
Here's the thing, though. I'm not convinced that he's a pompous asshole. He's British, and I'm not sure how much of it's him being British.
I don't know. I brought a lot of British people, and
maybe just every British person I've met is a pompous asshole.
Except for Andy.
Oh, except for Andy. That's true. Andy from the UK is a doll. He cut his finger up in a blender the other day. He's some pictures. Do you want to see pictures of his finger?
No, I don't want to see pictures of that.
Really
oh my God, no.
J Money J says John Boyega is ripped better than Adam Driver. Probably.
That's not something to brag about, though. I mean, Adam Driver's not even ripped.
He's not. Though Adam Driver,
I'm more ripped than Adam Driver.
I'll still drink that super chat.
But that also doesn't have anything to do with it, because again, Adam Driver, it's like you just want to put a bag over his entire body.
I actually think he's like not as Kylo Ren.
Once you see him have sex with Lena Dunham,
okay, I can't. See, I refuse. I got.
Don't watch it. I watched half of an episode of Girls, and I'm like, I want to vomit anytime I see him.
Sure. I watched the first episode, and I was like, "Fuck this show forever," and then probably forgot almost everything. Rob Gagnon says, or you could kiss Ryan Johnson and bite his tongue out so he can't talk. Same for Brie Larson too, really. KK says too much funny, dumb stuff for it, though. Fair. Touche.
I feel like the thing with Kathleen Kennedy, she's just so fucking stupid. Like oh yeah, if we could like talk to George, it's like, you have his fucking phone number, call him.
It's right there. All these if only we could find out from George. I'm like, you literally. And in this interview, she talks about talking to him. She's like, oh, I think he's happy with what we did. Even though like the question was like, so George Lucas wasn't really happy with what you guys did with Star Wars, and Kathleen Kennedy was like, no, I think he is. I'm like, but literally.
Here, let's do that so people can. Oh, they can't. It's okay. They can see you. Wait, I want to be him. It's like me. Wait. Look, it's my shoulders, guys.
You are Trevante Rhodes.
My life.
What a life
goal and hack.
Oh,
I have to like stand like this now.
Yep. Oh man.
Hand gestures. So I need to put like a glove on.
Trevante, your hands are so not tan. You just wear gloves all the time?
Yes, I do.
Trevante, you're kind of got a double chin going on. Ooh, Trevante.
Am I creepy?
Oh la la. Or what is this one? Just Trevante? Let's just have that. This stream is just Trevante.
People are gonna leave and not understand what's going
They're
on.
like, what's happening?
Oh my god.
There we go. There, Trevante.
This is my alter ego, guys.
It's a good alter.
He's my spirit
sexy
animal
black
now.
man. I'll take it. Macy Van Dusen, what's up? Howdy, Jesse. Howdy, Anna. Great to see you both. Great to see you. Thank you for
Hey,
the shirt, by
Macy.
the way. That t-shirt is awesome.
She showed it to me. It is
It
pretty
did.
awesome.
Mm-hmm. Accurate. Robert Lyle can't deal with Anna as Trevante. I'm just gonna start calling her Trevante from now on.
Yes.
What's up, Trevante?
What's up?
Can you imagine yelling that in bed? Oh, Trevante. That's like a lot of syllables. It's a lot of syllables.
Oh, they probably just call him Trey.
Trey. Oh, Trey. Trey. I guess so. It's not quite as good as Jeff, but you know.
Oh,
We're all
okay.
biased.
Well, all right.
Do you want to see a picture of his dick?
No, I don't.
I didn't think so.
John Thomas.
John Thomas says, so if y'all are drinking, this is going to turn into the AK guys drunk Q&A.
What's AK?
I don't know what the AK, I don't know what that means.
Guys, drunk. What does that mean? The AK guys.
But Anna and I do want to do drunk streams together forever. I mean, Trevante and I want to do drunk streams.
Get my name right.
Okay. Oh, God. You're right, VJ89VJ. Even if you bite Ryan's tongue off, it won't hold him from shit talking on social media. We'll have to bite his fingers off, too.
Yeah, I don't want that like trash in my mouth.
We just talked about who Trevante Rhodes is. He was in Bird Box and he was in Moonlight. And Moonlight's actually a really fantastic film. And it's not steeped in wokeness. It's just a good, beautiful story.
It actually looks like it's his arms.
It does. Trevante, that Star Wars girl.
My alter ego.
Oh, that Star Wars Trevante.
Oh my god, I didn't tell you this. So when we were in Munich, these girls kept coming up to Jared and asking to take picture, like
my
can you
God.
take pictures? And then he thought okay, I'll take your picture of you. But no, people actually thought Jared was Keanu Reeves because his hair is longer and he's got
That's
the.
hilarious.
And so they thought he was Keanu Reeves,
my
just
God.
walking around, and girls asked to take he's like, okay, yeah, I'll take your picture. She's like, no, we want a picture with you. And he's like, what the fuck? And then like somebody's like, we heard like, the sticker, oh, it's Keanu Reeves. And I was just like, just fucking go with it, babe. But so whenever people make stuff for the Jack show, because I called Jared Peaches, they put like Peaches, and now they put Keanu Reeves and everything.
Amazing.
So now people need to put Trevante and Keanu Reeves together.
Trevante again. Oh my God. I just came in my pants. Can you imagine? All right. See that Trevante Rhodes girl. That's your new channel.
Hey.
That Trevante Rhodes girl. I need to take a screenshot of this though, because this is too good. This is just me and Trevante.
Oh my god, that needs to be the thumbnail.
Oh my God, yes. Oh God, that's so
I just
good.
need to like sit like this.
I'm gonna give them us back. So
Aww, but I liked being Trevante.
you look, he's right here, so we can bring him back. You can be
Okay,
Trevante anytime.
Okay, my AK
Brings
brings
all the boys to the graveyard. Oh, I
should
get it,
have
'cause
charged them $50 per photo, Anna. I know, I failed.
Damn. Missed the
I
opportunity.
didn't speak German though, so I can't do that. But
Apparently, I guess I look Aryan enough that when I say things in crowded places, and I'm like, "Ein Glühwein bitte," they're like, they respond in German, and I'm like, "No, I'm out of German."
see, one thing I like about Germany and like Switzerland is they would like say hello to you in whatever language, and then you say hello, and then they start speaking English.
Exactly.
And
Like,
I'm
oh,
this is great."
American. You're like, yes. Just don't say hello, because I'm like, oh, German.
Anna's
no.
blood type is AK-47. Thank you. It is.
Guns.
I don't know what actual blood type I am. All I know is that it's positive.
That's good. That's a positive. I don't know what mine is either. It could be.
Well, see, I TMI to all the guys out there. When you get certain types of birth control, they have to test your blood to see if you're positive or negative. And if your blood is negative, you have to get shots. And I was freaking out over just getting my finger pricked, and the lady was like, because I was like about to cry and faint, and I'm just like, no, don't prick my finger. No, I'll bite my lip. I'll give you blood some other way. Don't bring a needle near me. And she's like, I really hope that your blood is positive because I do not want to give you a shot.
That was when I had a GI bug.
What's a GI bug?
Like when you have like a stomach virus.
Oh.
And I got so dehydrated from it that I had to go to the hospital and get fluids because I couldn't walk. I couldn't stand up. I had to crawl downstairs for my friend to pick me up. And so I hadn't at that point, like I hadn't thrown up in several hours, but I was like I wasn't well enough to rehydrate. So I ended up, I get to the hospital and they're like, all right, we have to put the IV in. I'm like, just so you know, I'm probably going to hurl when you do that. And she's like, no, you're not. You're fine. I'm like, no, seriously. Like,
Needles.
please, no. I already get dizzy when needles happen and I'm already sick. So she's like, oh, she gave me a little bag and she puts it in. She's like, see, you're fine. I'm like, uh-huh. It was a great day. And then I got an airplane the next day. It was super fun. It was honestly, because that's the nice thing about like GI bugs. A lot of times they're just like 24-hour viruses, so they're gone, and then when they're gone, they're gone. So yeah, that was gross. I was like, Jeff got a really bad fever and got.
Oh yeah, when like Jeff like had to go to the hospital.
Yeah, made that really cute ER selfie.
Oh, let's see it.
It's the ER selfie. It's in my Jeff folder.
Let's see.
We're adorable. There it is. I'll show the world too.
Aw, I think you sent that to me.
Probably.
Jeff does not look happy.
He's like, I'm sick.
He's like, I'm fucking dying.
There's one. It's a little bit chesty, but it just makes me because his face. Look at his face. He's so sad because he's.
No,
so
he does look so sad.
He's so sad.
Tulip makes up. And the kid. The kid just sitting there.
It's like, I can't get rid of this picture.
Are you guys watching like TV or something?
No, I think he was just like there, and I was like, oh my god, you look so upset, but like it's so cute. The kitten's on you. So he might have even hammed up the sad face a little bit. He just looks so sad.
He
I want a hug.
Tulip makes that face all the time.
But then kitten. But it was just so precious because he was just lying there, like I feel crappy, I feel terrible, and then this little tiny kitten's just lying on top of him. That was him falling asleep on me.
I think you did to me that one.
I definitely did. There's another
Did you
one.
guys
There's a more scandalous one.
Saw Will fart on national television and then he denied it. I watched Cecil's video, I watched the Quarterings video, and I watched Tim Pool's video on the dude farting. And every time I watch it, I'm like, he obviously farted. Like, what? Just fucking own it. Just be like, yeah, everyone farts, you know?
Yeah, but he denied it.
He denied it. He said that it was a coffee mug being scraped across the table. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Come on.
You literally ripped a huge one on live TV.
Just own it. If I did that, I'd be like, yep, that was me, bitch. R says, for God's sakes, drink. Thank you. I was starting to get sober. Don't let sobriety happen.
I think I left it all out from the Travante.
Exactly. I left all my alcohol away from good old Travante. How did you make the other one? There you go.
What's
just
up?
Me and Travante.
I'm back.
I like your Travante impression.
Yeah. Do I actually sound like a dude when I do it?
A little bit.
Okay.
You don't sound like Travante Rhodes, but you sound a little bit.
I don't even remember what he sounds like.
Like a man.
I can't do that.
Bye, Travante. He's right here for us, though. So
I know. We can kind of see him. He's on a little screen.
You know, screen down there. It's all good. We got him. We're reading him. Anna all moved, settled, and Star Wars room set up. Asked John Thomas.
No. Oh my God. I have so much unpacking to do, and I don't want to do it.
That's why she's here drinking with me instead.
I know. Well, luckily I planned this ahead, so I knew. But I have to go buy drywall.
Skinny Cecil. No, that's not 50 Cent. That is Travante Rhodes.
I have to go buy drywall, and I have to put drywall up. And then I have to put the shelves up. And then I have to find all my stuff and unbox it. Oh, but guess what? Boyfriend's parents are coming this weekend with his daughter. So I'm not going to get any work done. I love them all to death. But I need to get this shit done. But then we have to get the house undone first. Because if I don't get the house undone, then the parents are going to like be like, you know.
Parents. Fuck them.
I already know the way my mom would nag me, but it's like his parents are so nice they won't say anything, but I just know that they'll just be like, why would you put up toys before you organize your house? And I'm like,
I don't understand the importance of my job.
That's another thing is people don't really understand. They're like, oh, you don't need to do that. I'm like, no, I need to get this done like 5 days ago. I needed this to be done 5 days ago, but we had to redo the floors to the fucking house, and that took an extra week. So I lost a week. You know, it's like, whatever, I'm drinking for that.
I'll drink for that too. Malcolm. Mal. Sleepy on the little bunny over there. Come here.
Oh, he's touching his feet!
Hi, Linda. Oh, you heard the kissy noise and
Han's coming too.
Everyone, they heard the kissy noises. That usually means treats. Flaming TB says all Anna needs is the Pixar ball in the back.
I don't know where I packed it. I know it's packed. I just don't know where it is.
Hopefully it's coming.
So many people either know exactly what it is or people think it's Dragon Ball. Hi, kittens.
Hello, babies. Fandom Menace wants to know if we enjoyed Munich. He's been there and enjoyed the zoo.
I wanted to go to the Berlin Zoo because apparently it's the most species in the world in one zoo.
Yeah, that would be cool.
And nobody wanted to go with me.
I would have gone with you.
I know. Me and my best friend Hope, we love going to zoos together. And so I was like, you know what? I'll just make her come with me.
Have you ever been to the San Diego Zoo?
No, I have not.
Me neither. You want to do
Let's
it?
go. Yeah, let's go to San Diego Zoo.
Girls trip.
I heard there's like a safari thing in San Diego too.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah. Oh, fun fact. So, Jeff does his like dude trip for WrestleMania every year,
Mm-hmm.
and that's not a thing I have a lot of interest in. So
We can do girls trip every year.
exactly. So
Good. I want to start. I really want to go. I want to go to the UK. I want to see England. I want to see Wales. I want to see Scotland, and I want to see Ireland. But I also want to go to Australia.
I want to go to Australia again. I've been to Australia, but I want to go back.
I want to go to
wanna
the
go back.
Australia Zoo.
I want to go to New Zealand again.
I'm down. I want to go everywhere.
All the Lord of the Rings.
Except
stuff.
for I don't want to go to like Southeast Asia.
People love Southeast Asia because it's really cheap. But like,
yeah, but see, I would starve to death.
ha! You would.
And then
you
I heard
actually
about
would.
like Malaysia. Like I was warned never to go to Malaysia because one of my friends went and he's gay and he said that he was walking down the street and they're like I guess they don't like gay people and he said he was watching this guy get stoned for being gay.
Jesus fucking Christ, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
And
I was like, don't. And I heard that there's a lot of countries that's like, don't go there because it's I guess it's like a Muslim countries and you have to like completely be covered.
woman. Yeah.
And
no,
I'm just
fuck
like,
that
I
shit.
don't.
Fuck that noise. I was like, Africa's a hard one for me because shots. But then
Yeah, but I want to go so bad.
I saw someone's. Oh my god, my friend showed me his safari pictures, and they're incredible. And I was like, oh my god, the Serengeti and this is so he went on like they went on multiple safaris in multiple areas, and they stayed at these lovely little. They were like, this is our like cabin, but it was these beautiful places. And I was like, oh my god.
I know. I want to go to Africa too.
Good night, Jesse's hair.
Good night.
Crashing. It's I guess it could be 11 o'clock where you are.
No, we have not played Jedi Fallen Order. I think I can say that for both of us. I have no interest in playing it.
It doesn't appeal to me. Have you done 0 Hour with Mary Mayhem?
I don't even know what that is.
I don't know what that is. That was a stream of hers, but I love Mary. Mary's great. We're big Mary fans. Kat, will you come here? You can't just sit there off screen and not love me. Come love me. He's like, fuck you, woman. I hate you. You do not hate me. So we decided that if Lando was a person, he'd just speak in this really soft, creepy German accent all the time.
Hello.
He'd just be like, hello, I'm a cat. What are you doing? I'm just going to lick your eyelids. No, don't mind me, human. Do not worry, it is the middle of the night and I am still stepping on your toes.
So, boyfriend's twin, his boyfriend, just casually, and he's like this. He's very German looking, but he's tall, blonde, blue eyes, like very Aryan. But then I was like, oh my god, he's so tall because I'm tiny, and I was like, so like, and he knows like everyone, and he got us into everything, and I was like, how does he have all these connections? And twins or boyfriend's twin was just like, oh, he knows everyone from like what he used to do. I was like, what did he used to do? And he's like, oh, I was a runway model for Louis Vuitton. And I was like, okay, that's just so casual. And then he's like, I was like, so then I did my 100 questions. So who did you meet? Did you meet this person? Did you meet this person? And he showed like this picture like with Dita Von Tessie. And I was like, oh, I love her.
Wow.
Her hair is always so perfect.
That's awesome.
But it was cool. And I was like, and then I texted my mom. I was like, hey mom, guess what? And she's like, what? And I was like, I'm getting shown around Berlin by a Louis Vuitton supermodel. Mm-hmm. And my mom was just like, wow. I didn't tell her that he was gay because I'd ruin the illusion, but I just told my mom so she could be jealous.
Do you remember my friend Lindsay? She was a model.
Yeah, the one with the dog.
Yes. She's my current choice right now for Ahsoka. I know I told you my whole thing about because first of all, think about the way that Ahsoka's drawn, and then like look at
Let me see.
Look at her.
Show me a different picture of her.
Find a better
But I'm
one
trying
of
to
her
remember
body.
how tall she was because she was sitting when I met her.
She's pretty tall.
Because the thing about Ahsoka is she's like my height.
Yeah, she's like Lindsay's about my height, but she has like the right build. Like she's
Let me
like
see
she
her face
honestly
though. I have
looks
to
the
look at her
way.
face. Her lips are a little thin. They can fix that with
That's
special
easy to
effects.
fix. It's easier to thicken lips than thin them. So.
Yeah.
But I think she has like I thought she had like a sort of a similar kind of like set of the eyes, nose.
Well,
like,
I think when you look at Ahsoka, you think of like a black actress
for sure.
more.
And so this is what I was saying. I think this would be a great thing because it's like.
But yeah, she does, and she has the little nose like Ahsoka. But
Yeah,
I
she has
just
a
say
similar nose. I think, and she's also like a badass.
I need to see her act first.
Yeah,
because
well,
I only met her.
Yes.
In
I met her in acting class, so I can vouch for her skills.
I just need to see her before I can envision it.
Sure, but in the body, I think she's like
she's
this
small. Yeah,
she's small, she's lithe, and she's athletic. You know, so it's like Ahsoka's wiry like that, but she's obviously a badass. You want to see someone you can actually imagine like doing something physical.
Maybe older Ahsoka, like Ahsoka from Rebels, I can see, but not young Ahsoka.
She has a very young face though.
No, I'm saying that she looks more the older Ahsoka.
She looks more like the older one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying she has a
yes, that face matches more with older Ahsoka than young Ahsoka.
Well, so that was my thing though, is like casting wise, like rather than Brie Larson. First of all, that's a hilarious thing for me. It's like Ahsoka is a perfect opportunity to cast a woman of color. Which is like, sure, why not?
Well, because a lot of people wanted Rosario Dawson.
Yeah, she's too old, I think.
Yeah, she's too old.
I love her. I think she's great.
They could de-age her, like, with all the... because you're going to have to do intense CG and makeup.
One of my things was, like, Tandy Newton, give her a redemption for fucking Solo as being like, oh, the first black woman in Star Wars.
I didn't watch Solo.
It's terrible. And they kill her off in the first 20 fucking minutes. She was...
Oh, she was in Riddick. The Chronicles of Riddick. I know who she is. Yeah,
she's also...
She, like, burns on her eyeliner in that movie. It was so cool.
She's in Mission Impossible, too. I love her.
I didn't watch any of the Mission... Actually, I watched the Mission Impossible in the theaters with my dad, the one where they go to Dubai and they're on the tallest building.
Yeah, that's...
I fell asleep.
Ghost Protocol. That's one of my...
I think you had some before that. It's here.
Yeah.
You're behind.
That's my...
You need to open up the super chat window.
I need to, but I didn't. No, I think this one, I scrolled back for this one. Yeah, because we got that one. And then... So
and then this one, I will read that because it's directed at me.
Drake is 6.
Anna, you need to have Jesse on the Jack Show. I know, we talked about it. We did. And sometimes I have to have a guest on my show. I met him at Comic-Con and I told him that if he wanted to, because he literally, we're at a panel for a webtoon and he turns around to me and he's like, Anna? And he's like, can you say hi to Cecil for me? And I was like, sure, let me just film a video. You can say hi to all of them.
Oh, that's so cute.
But I told him, I was like, because he loves the Jack Show. And so I showed him the picture of the Cancer Baby. So we got to see Cancer Baby. Did you not know the story?
I don't know about Cancer Baby.
You don't watch Jack Show. You don't know? Okay, so I'll tell you what happened. So you know how Cecil... I broke Cecil with the story about Cancer Baby. So Cecil was telling the story about how he was at this, like, party or something, this girl had 2 different colored eyes. And so what happened was, I guess, one of her eyes was fake. Something happened. She had to get her eye removed. So she just owns it. So she has all these different colored glass eyes.
Oh, that's so cool.
And Cecil was like so turned on by it. And she's like, you just want to sleep with me because I have glass eyes. She's like, well, yeah. But then I started telling the story because I was like, okay, so get this. These people I went to high school with, and you're going to have to delete the stream after I tell this story. I just realized this. If I tell you this Cancer Baby.
I put them all on the list anyway. So.
Okay, well, people hardcore judge me after the story. But you have to understand this Cancer Baby story. So imagine in high school, you can think of like, okay, the jocks, or there's like one couple that's a jock, the other girl, like she was a jock too, but they're popular. So they're the popular kids in high school. They're both good looking high school sweethearts. They were dating since freshman year. They got married after we graduate, and then they had a baby. And when this baby was born, I was like, it's a fucking ugly baby. And I was like, it's not just ugly. It's like, there is something wrong with this baby. And I was like, there's something fucking wrong with this baby. Because I'm just like, if I understand some babies are ugly and they grow into their cuteness, but this baby just kept getting worse and worse. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this baby? It's like when Quasimodo's baby, you could tell that something was wrong with him. But I mean, he was deformed. This baby isn't deformed. It was normal. And please don't hate me for this, but this baby, you could just tell it was sickly. You could tell that there was something wrong with it. Yeah. And it wasn't sickly until later. And then I see them post on Facebook and I'm just like, because I said before, I was like, I hope there's something wrong with it because there's got to be an excuse why this baby is so ugly. And I sound like a horrible person, but you have to understand how ugly this baby was. And then I found out it had cancer in its eye, and I was like, okay, so your baby's got cancer. You got tumors behind its eyeball, like the little cord that connects the eyeball to the brain. And so then they had to take chemo, and I was like, this is not helping the baby, but at least now it's like, okay, it's explaining some things, right? It's explaining, because these two are beautiful people. There's no reason why they should have this troll as a child. I'm such an horror. I'm so sorry. But so then they're like, I saw her post and she's like, okay, well, they're gonna try this special type of radiation. It's either gonna completely cure it or it's gonna make it worse. It got worse, so they had to remove the baby's eye.
Oh my god.
And then instead of, having the baby wear a patch or something, because we're gonna get a glass eye for her, but they had to wait until she was a little bit older to make it fit. When she took pictures of her baby, would you highlight the fact that your baby is missing a fucking eye?
Probably not.
All the pictures are like, let's say missing this eye, were like this of the baby. And like, all you can see is the empty socket. And it was like, ah! It's like, Sonic? The Sonic before they fixed it? That thing was like an ethereal goddess compared to this baby. And it was like, ah! And I stood, and nobody believed me. And then I showed them the pictures. They're like, why would you take a picture of your child like that? And it's like, so then people, Cecil had to delete the stream because I broke Cecil and he had this one. Because then I sent him pictures and he's like, what the fuck? But so I showed this kid, no, not kid, I think he's an adult. He's a grown up. I don't know why I said kid, probably because I'm talking about a cancer baby. But I showed him pictures of the cancer baby. So if you ever want to meet me in person, you ask for pictures of the cancer baby. I will show you, so you understand that I'm not a bad person. There's something fucked up wrong with that baby. And then later on, it got cancer, and I was like, I was fucking right. I knew there was something. I could see it. I could tell.
And
it's like
Trevante, what do you think about this?
Dude, the Trump. You got it.
Trevante, cancer baby. Thumbs up for cancer baby.
But so
Dustin Rogers says drink full. Okay.
I'm gonna find a picture of this fucking baby and I'm gonna show you, so I'm not joking.
I'm drinking because Dustin Rogers told me to, and for cancer baby. J Money J, oh god, come back. I'm so behind now. J Money J says, hey Anna, have you bought that Darth Vader female Barbie that looks like you?
Yes, I'm made me so happy when I saw that. My favorite, and I remember Jeff was the one that tagged me in it.
Yes.
So Jeff from Old Cos Poster is Jesse's
My boyfriend.
I saw on Twitter and he's like, look, Mattel made a Barbie doll of Anna, and it's a Darth Vader Barbie. She's got the same center part as me, even though my part looks kind of weird on this camera. And it's Darth Vader, which is my favorite Star Wars character. And I'm like, oh my god, it's a Barbie doll that looks like me. It's $100. I ordered it. It came in. It's sitting at my house. I have not opened it because I got to do an unboxing video. But it made me so happy.
GS Will 11 says, hey Anna, hey Anna and Jesse, what did you think of the? Oh my god! What the fuck? What the fuck?
That's after when you take a picture of your child and post it.
Because it's the face. It's just like, oh my god. Oh my god.
That's a good picture of it.
Oh god, what the fuck?
I'm going to show you a picture of what this baby, the first picture she posted of her baby. And it's like before it got cancer. And it's like, what the fuck is wrong with that troll?
I'm ready for this. Oh god. GS Will 11 says, hey Anna and Jesse. Anna, what did you think of the leaks they read on EFAP? Literally almost everything sounds ridiculous.
I read it like a month or two ago when it came out.
Yeah, it's almost all the same shit and it all looks terrible. Oh god. Oh god.
I'm telling you, why would
Yeah.
like why would you highlight that?
Yeah, like turn it the other way, please. Put an eye patch on. Yeah, I see what you mean.
Like, well, I'm gonna show you the very first picture that they posted of this damn baby, and I'm getting hardcore judged by people right now.
It's fine. We still love you.
Oh, look at that! Like, what the fuck is that?
Oh, that's not a cute kid.
No, it's
Nope.
like, why would you post pictures of that?
Nope. John Thomas says, I finally figured out how the space horses work. Rose is secretly one of the Valkyrie. Yeah.
I haven't seen that picture. They posted a lot of new pictures.
Of their demon child.
Who posts that? Tell me. You couldn't have taken it from the other
Right?
side.
Literally. Wow. It's like, hey, sweetie, turn that way.
I would be so pissed if those were my parents. I'm like, why are you taking a picture of my empty eyeball socket?
So Rose is a Valkyrie, and that's why we have Sporces. Dustin Rogers says, Anna, show me cancer, baby.
If you meet me in person, I will show you pictures of the cancer baby. I'm not going to show them online, though.
We're not going to put cancer baby on the internet. That's not fair to cancer baby.
Well, her parents already did it.
That's true.
It's not my fault. They put it out there. I'm just sharing.
Macy Van Dusen says, rolling on the floor because of your reactions to the picture. I need a drink for that one, but
Here, you want some of my Mio juice?
No, I don't. I'm just going to get another bottle of champagne, woman.
This is champagne with Mio.
It's sorry, the blood of children.
No, you're drinking the essence of children. I'm drinking the blood of the innocent.
Yes, I have the essence of children. Hey, kitten, come here. Come be over here and be cute with us.
I know. Which one's that?
This is Jane.
Jane.
You can tell who Mal is because he's still wearing his beads. Jane Little. Grab to Jane.
Hi.
We did Jane Little. So their full names are Jane Cobb Little, Milestone Hicks, and Malcolm Little Reynolds Milestone Hicks. Yes, Jeff has adopted them.
Aw. Don't forget who saved you.
That's right. This is like your
I'm your fairy godmother.
as I was about to say, fairy godmother. Fairy
Jedi.
godmother. Yes, your Jedi fairy
Actually,
godmother.
the more and more I read into the Jedi and the Sith, I'm just like, I'd just be a gray Jedi. And people can say that there's no gray Jedi, but I
wouldn't even be a gray Jedi.
I
would
wouldn't
just
follow
be
the rules.
somebody who learned about how to be a Jedi and be like, all right, fuck this. I'm taking my Jedi powers elsewhere. Be like, I learned the Force.
That's basically a gray Jedi in a sense.
But I would be like a smuggler.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Who
There
also
you go.
just used my Jedi powers.
Well, see, I wouldn't. That's one of the things about all these groups. It's like I don't want to be in a group. I kind of just want to do my own thing because I don't follow rules.
Fuck rules.
All right, here we go. We finished. We finished the last bottle.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I had to open another one. I finished the last. Well, let's be real here.
Yeah. I'm still on my first cup.
Yep.
I'm not a big drinker though.
It's okay.
Mm.
He likes the alcohol, not the taste, or the effects, not the taste.
Yeah.
So let's see, where are we? I think yes. I was drinking for Macy's super chat. And we've got Jesse drinking a little bit of drinking the bubbly. Dr. Coffin Nails. Hey, and every time you do this, you sound worse.
I know. I need to stop telling this story, but
I love it though. It's great. No, this is an ugly fucking baby.
No, you don't understand. It's fine. You understand now.
I understand. John Thomas says, Anna, you mean the essence of Gelfling?
Oh no, I wouldn't drink them. I'd be one of them. I love Gelfling.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Oh, right. I was gonna ask this question a million years ago when someone was like shots, which was gonna be what number super chat would someone have to send saying shots for you to do a shot?
Oh, I was just doing that on the Jack show just for.
Okay,
so it wouldn't have to. It wouldn't.
Cool. So there's no limit. There's no.
Well, I mean, if we have to put a limit, it also depends on what type of alcohol. Because it's like tequila, maybe like the $1 super chat. Whereas like Jaeger, that would have to be like $100 super chat.
I do have Jaeger.
Oh no! I'm not doing it.
So there you go, $100 super chat, and we'll do shots of Jaeger.
No, and you will see me projectile vomit if I have to drink Jaeger.
It's been a minute since I Jaegered. J Money J says Baby Yoda, Baby Groot, R2D2, or BB-8. Which one would you purchase for a toy?
And then he winks and he's just like,
He's pretty fucking cute. Yeah. I mean, it depends on the toy, but like a Baby Yoda or an R2D2 for me, for sure. Hey guys, nice seeing you two streams. Nicholas Glenn. What's up, Nicholas Glenn?
Hey!
Nice seeing you two stream together. Lindy says hello. Woo!
Lindy!
And wants to know if you guys are buying in Baby Yoda as much as she is. I
Yes.
think that answers your question, Nicholas Glenn.
I think every woman in the world is freaking out over Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda's fucking. You know, even Jeff likes Baby Yoda, so.
Everyone likes Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
Everyone likes Baby Yoda. It's a cute.
Also, hi Nicholas and hi Lindy. You guys are great. I still remember them from Celebration.
Yeah, it's cool meeting them.
They were great. Let me just find out what alcohol I have. And we can do dealer's choice for shots. And you can put money, you can do a monetary value. And I have London Dry Gin. Where did I get that?
Oh, gin.
What money value do you put on a shot of gin?
I mean, I like gin, so
low.
But here, the only thing about that though is I do have to drive
Later.
Yeah.
Do you have any time you need to be home by?
No.
And you don't sleep, so we're good.
I know, but my new Sims game just came in. I'm gonna tell everyone my Sims story.
What's more important?
I know.
Or
I know. Well, you have to understand this is an addiction.
What price point do you put on Southern Comfort?
I don't know what that is.
Peach flavored whiskey.
Oh, I hate whiskey.
Okay, so $50.
I'm gonna. It's either gonna be $1 or $100.
Okay.
So if I don't like it, it's gonna be $100.
Dope. Pineapple vodka.
100. I don't like vodka.
We've got coconut rum.
I could do that.
Okay. Olive oil.
I'm not drinking olive oil.
And regular vodka.
Nope.
Okay.
Vodka to me is nail polish remover. I just don't do vodka.
So, we will do shots of gin or rum for any dollar amount, and we will do shots of vodka.
Okay, maybe I should do a dollar amount. I'll do like $20.
All right, for $20, shots of gin or rum, dealer's choice. For $100, we will do vodka or Jaeger.
Oh my god. If you want to see me vomit, you'll make me drink Jaeger. I do not do Jaeger. I remember when I tried it in high school. It's probably not the best thing to say, but that's like years and years ago. So fuck it. Oh my god, that was 10 years ago. I haven't drank Jaeger in 10 years, and I just remember I was at a party. This is how cool I was, guys. I was at a party, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll try a Jaeger bomb. And everywhere.
Well,
I never hung out with those people again.
If someone sends us $100 for a Jaeger shot, I will bring you a trash can and immediately Venmo you half of that super chat. Jess Nova says, "Hey ladies, what's up, Jess Nova?" What can I say? I'm a rampant opportunist. Also, the night is young.
Gross.
Jeff has never seen Mean Girls. I'm gonna fix
He doesn't know why we wear pink on Wednesdays.
He doesn't know why we're pink on Wednesdays.
Okay, that mom is so similar to my mom. Okay, so I was working with my coworker. I was working with my coworkers. Oh wow!
These are good people to work with.
Back when I was in college, and I was we were talking about Mean Girls, and I was like, yeah, in the movie, my friends always said I was Regina George, but not as far as like personality, but because of the family.
Oh,
like because when I was younger, like I lived in a small town, so my parents were well off, but I mean they nowhere near as well off as Regina George's parents were, but like all of my other friends,
relatives of the town,
well they weren't, their parents weren't exactly, they didn't own their houses, they rented. There's nothing absolutely wrong with that, but my friends would always tease me that I was rich. I'm like, I'm not fucking rich. My mom doesn't pay for shit. I got a bag of raisins for my 16th birthday instead of a car. My parents are not breaking the bank on anything, but it's because they saw value in land and we had farms and stuff. But my friends would always tease me like, oh my god, you're just like you're the family, like my sisters are standing there dancing in front of the TV flashing. Oh my dad is just like he's tired and doesn't care about any of this girly stuff, and the mom's like, I'm a cool mom, and I'm like, that's my mom. But then I realized when I was describing this that my friend thought, my coworker, she thought that when I said like, oh, I'm like, my friend said I was Regina George, she thought I meant like I was that bitchy mean girl. No. And I was like, no, that's not what I meant. And I realized later, I was like, fuck, I'm like Janice Ian, but
I'm Janice Ian, 100%.
Okay,
Janice
then
Ian.
I'll be Damien.
I'll be my Damien.
I'll be Damien.
Yay!
I want my picture back. I want my picture back. Also, because of the art thing, like I was the weird artistic one that knew it.
I can be Damien. It's fine.
I feel like I'm more likely to have a pink shirt than you are, though.
That's true. That's accurate. And I
I don't like
definitely,
pink, but it looks
I was
good.
also definitely the one that everyone said was a lesbian. So
Yeah, I never got accused of that.
that was me. Flaming DP says, "Don't make addicted gamers choose between you and their games. You will lose." P.S. We can still hear you whispering, Anna. Okay.
When was I whispering?
Mm,
I like to whisper too.
whispering is fun. And we've got Nicholas Glenn that says, "Jesse, I bought you and Jeff and myself Jaeger bombs in Chicago."
Oh God.
I guess that was the last time I drank Jaeger then. "Oh, we are doing a sequel trilogy documentary that Doomcock is going to be a narrator on. Cool beans. We'll drop it on our Echo Based Network channel."
Ooh.
So Nicholas Gunn's channel is Echo Based Network. If you're not subscribed, I suggest you do so. He's an awesome dude.
That's actually a really smart name for a channel too.
Also, if you want competitive pricing, Jeff can do a deep fake of Doomcock. So.
Oh really?
Oh, he can do a great Doomcock impression, and he knows how to do the audio stuff to make it. Yeah, he can.
Ah.
He can. If he's done it on a couple of his videos, and I'm like, if I didn't know that it was you, I would have been like, wow, you got Doomcock to do this voice in your video. So, Amit Tavicha says, "Hey Anna and Jesse, what's happening? Alcohol?"
Why does somebody say rape is not funny, Anna? When did I laugh about rape?
I don't know why I just laughed.
When did I laugh about that?
I don't know.
When did we talk about rape?
We didn't.
I know. I don't remember talking about
We
rape.
talked about sexual harassment. That's hilarious.
But that was like not even a serious sexual harassment thing.
No, and it was like a million years ago. That's
Mm.
like over an hour ago now. Anthony Scioli says, "I don't know how many of my classmates didn't assume I'm gay. Well, welcome to my life. I was being accused of being a lesbian since before I knew what a lesbian was. So I've always felt like a kinship with the LGBT community, with the gay community. Fuck these letters. Because I'm like, you know what? I got gay bashed growing up. I got trans bashed growing up. And I was neither of those things. It's great.
I was with her at an airport when the person called her sir, and I was like, she has boobs. You can see she has boobs. Why would you call her sir? She's got. I mean, guys have eyelashes too, but I mean, like, come on.
Right, someone straight up though. I
looked at Jesse and I was like, you were fucking kidding.
I told you. I fucking told you. So I went to an last time I flew, I was like, I'm about to go to an airport, so just, understand that until approximately this time, I identify as male. Adjust your pronouns accordingly. Someone so a bunch of people are like, they get the joke. They've been around for it. A bunch of people are like, I don't get it. And one person was like, I'm unfollowing. I'm not buying into this bullshit, whatever progressivism. And I'm like, bro, it's a joke.
It's a joke. You don't understand.
Calm
People,
down.
because they don't even look at you. Oh my God. I gotta tell you the story. When we were coming back from Europe, and have you ever been to Heathrow Airport?
Many times.
Fucking hate that
Yep,
airport.
it's terrible.
It's the worst fucking airport ever.
Unless you get into the British Airways first class lounge, and then it's awesome. But yeah,
I saw an elevator to that lounge. It looked awesome. But anyway, so we have to go through. We're talking to this lady, and she's asking us, "Oh, where were you going? What do you do, and all that?" And then she, like, halfway through, she just looks at me and she's like, "You're very beautiful." And I was like, oh, thank you. And then she starts like asking me stuff about myself and like what kind of hair products I use and what kind of makeup. And I was like,
this is not part of the interview, is it?
I know. And I was like, what? And then she looks at like boyfriend, and she's like, oh yeah, she's like, you're handsome too, but she looks a lot better than you do. And I was like, and then my boyfriend, he was just like, what? And then she's like, all right, you guys can move along. And I was like, I look like a fucking troll right now. And I was like, what on earth is that? And then when we get back to America, we have to go through security there. And then the guy, like, he's like, well, are you guys a couple? And we're like, yeah. And he's like, okay, well, next time, like, come separately. And he looks at our thing, and he's just like, he looks at our ages, I guess. And he looks at my boyfriend, and he's like, cradle robber. And he's just like, she's too hot for you. And I was like, what? I was like, holy shit.
Fucking airport security has spoken.
And I was just like, wow, my ego was not expecting this today. I was like, I'm hot and I'm sweaty. Well, not like, hot, like
overheated,
beautiful, but I meant like, I was like, I'm overheating because I'm wearing my sweats, I'm wearing my Uggs, I'm wearing like 3 jackets because they don't fit in my fucking suitcase. And I was just like,
and you're still too good for pitches.
And I was like, my ego has just been stroked enormously. I was like, I don't need a single compliment for the rest of the year and I told him, I was like, babe, you're so pretty. Why would they say that about you? And I was just like, oh, it's because you have a giant stain on your shirt because he spilled coffee on him when we were sleeping, or I was sleeping on the airplane.
Looks like a schlub. What can you do?
I know. And I was like, babe, you failed. Apparently, they prefer cleanliness.
Oh, also, guys, press the like button if you
Mm.
haven't done so already, because I keep forgetting to tell you to do that.
Like the like button.
Like the like button. Like it. Like it
Like
against
it.
its will. Like it. Molest it.
Mm. What was that say?
Nicholas Glenn says, Anna and Jesse, both of you are in several parts of the documentary. Ooh. Should drop around the first of the year. Tag you guys on Twitter for a clip. Dope. I need to make sure I follow you back on Twitter so you can DM me, because I get so many like random tags on things that it's very hard for me to keep up with the relevant things people tag me in.
I know.
Because everyone's like, oh, and this is a tag 1,000 people. I'm like, I don't care about this. And then it's like I dig through. I'm like, oh, here's someone I care about talking to me. But I'll look for it. Nicholas Glenn. Are you Echo Base Network on Twitter or Nicholas Glenn on Twitter? Because let me know and I will follow back. J Money J says, oh, I got a drink for that too. Mm-hmm. J Money J says they better not make a Brie Cheese Farts and Ahsoka Tano in a Star Wars film.
Oh,
Excuse
God.
me, Captain Twatwaffle, thank you very much. In a Star Wars film, because all she will do is virtue signal and destroy the franchise.
She doesn't know anything about Ahsoka.
Mm-mm. Or Star Wars. She just knows that
Or
she thinks she's
anything.
great. Or literally anything. And we got Flaming TP. Or no, John Thomas. Flaming TP says skull fuck the like button, which you could do that too. Flaming TP just said everything around this comment. John Thomas says, so Flaming TP is a mod though, so he has that right. John Thomas says, so y'all's thoughts on the blatantly racist Entertainment Weekly's Star Wars cover omitting Lando and Windu?
What?
Oh, I did not see those.
I didn't see that. Wait,
Hmm.
I saw the entertainment and I commented on how it looked like they just took a bunch of cardboard cutouts and then just photographed them nicely. And then somebody posted it, and then I said, here, I fixed it for you, because it had the prequels, the originals, and then the sequels, and they posted all three of them together. And I was like, here, you got some shit on your first picture. I fixed it, and I cropped out the sequels.
Ow!
The tweet's actually doing really well. I was surprised. I was like, I thought a lot of people would cry about it, but people actually liked it.
Nice. I did not see that, but it sounds like Disney not wanting to acknowledge that diversity existed before they did. Weird. It's funny how Disney thinks it's like the paragon of diversity right now, when they are the historically racist and pretty much bigoted network. Like that was their thing.
They've had to change so many. Like what Song of the South apparently does not exist to them, even though they have the right at Disneyland.
Right.
The original Three Little Pigs. So I was in my history of animation class, and I love the Three Little Pigs because there's two parts. There's the first one, and then there's a second part with the wolf, and he has got his three little baby wolves, and they're so cute. And so in the first one of the times when he's knocking on the door, he's dressed up like a Jewish peddler, and I was a kid. I didn't know what that was racist, and I thought he was just wearing like a disguise, like, because it looks like you have the glasses with the nose and like the eyebrows and like the mustache, and so that's what I thought it was. And he made himself look fat, but you see his tail sticking out, obviously his teeth and whatnot. And so I'm in my history of animation class, and my teacher's talking. He's like, "Oh yeah, you'll never find this anywhere because it doesn't exist anymore because Disney doesn't want you to know." He's like, "You can't even find the audio because he does, the typical like the Jewish accent."
Yeah. Jew, yeah.
And I was like, and I raised my hand. I was like, I have it. And he's like, what? He's like, you have it? And I was like, yeah, I have it on VHS. And I was like, and he's like, can I have it? Can I at least like borrow it so I can download it? Because it doesn't exist anywhere. Disney's tried to hide it. And I was like, well, my parents are getting divorced, so I don't know where all the shit is. But the second I find it, I'll send it to you. Because he's like, he was talking about how sought after it is because he showed us like the thing, and I was like, that's not right. That's not what I remember when I was a kid. And then he showed like he's describing it. I was like, yeah, I know, I've seen it, I've heard it. That's what I grew up watching. I didn't think it was racist when I was a kid. I thought it was just a costume he was wearing.
Yeah,
but not because that's because kids don't know what racism is. They're taught it.
It's true. That said, that was I mean, that's one of the definite, like, Disney, in addition to racism, has a very definitive history of being deeply anti-Semitic, which is fine. We don't need to talk about it because nobody cares about the Jews.
Jesse.
Oh, thank you.
I went to a concentration camp. I saw all the horrible things.
Did you go on your trip?
Yeah, we didn't go to Dachau because it was pouring rain. We went to Stockenhausen.
Okay, yeah.
It was depressing as hell.
I will go one of these days. I may try maybe when we go to, because Jeff and I are probably gonna do a full week in Munich, and so maybe we'll go to Dachau when I'm there. I want to go back to Poland too, and I do want to go to Auschwitz.
I want to go to Auschwitz. My cousin, he even told us, he's like, because my cousin's been to Dachau and Auschwitz. He's like, the thing about Dachau is that there's only like 1 or 2 buildings left, and everything else is destroyed. And he's like, when you go to Auschwitz, everything is there.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's so much more of an impact. Because even when I went to Stockenhausen, there's only like 3 buildings
They've torn
left.
down a lot of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I do but don't want to go to one of the actual death camps at some point.
Well, I thought Dachau was a death camp.
Work camp. So the thing is,
It said it on the chart. I was looking and it said Dachau was a death camp and it said Auschwitz was a death camp.
They were both work camps. So the difference between the work camps and the death camps.
I think I have a picture of it. It's like a chart of.
And they were. I mean, like the people died.
Yeah, obviously.
Lots of people died.
Every single one they died.
But the difference was that at Dachau and Auschwitz claimed some of the most lives of any of the camps. But the work camps, there were and that's one of the distinctions that I learned very specifically at Yad Vashem in Israel. The work camps versus the actual death camps. So the work camps, you were put to labor. You were forced to do hard labor.
Here's the chart.
Yeah.
So, this is actually these are where people were brought. And that's where they went to Auschwitz. And
so the work camps, people were forced to do hard labor. Women and children were killed immediately. Men were forced to do hard labor until they could no longer perform, and then they were killed. The death camps, there were 3.
So it said extermination camp, concentration camp.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so Stabor, Madadank, Tebelnik.
Yeah, it's Treblinka.
Auschwitz.
Yeah.
So those are extermination camps.
Auschwitz was not an extermination camp. That's incorrect. Treblinka was though. Auschwitz, yes, killed a lot of people, but
and then I went to this one, Stockenhausen, up there north of Berlin, and then so Dachau is not considered.
It's a concentration camp. So I think just probably because of the death toll, because Auschwitz was one of the biggest concentration camps.
Probably.
The actual extermination camps were very different. It was literally the train pulled up, the Jews came off the train, they went into the chamber,
and they died,
and that was it. It was just it was totally, completely, purely just murder. Just extermination, and it's the right word for it is extermination camp. That was one of the parts that fucking killed me in a Yad Vashem. And actually, like when I went to Poland for the first time, we were just driving from Warsaw to Konin, the tiny little town we were working in, and just on the way we're at a rest stop, and I was just looking around. I started crying because I just got overwhelmed by like, this was my family, my heritage. It wasn't even my Jewish family. That was my grandmother got taken away from her family by the Nazis in Poland, and it was just sort of like a moment of like connecting to your roots and your history. That's not the Jewish family, or no, my non-Jewish family was the one that was in Poland during the war. So. And my grandma was forced to dig mass graves, and she was there when they came to her village and took all the Jews and routed them up and shot them, and they had to help bury the bodies. And she lost a lot of her family too, because that's the thing, people it's like, as a Jewish person, it's funny, like as a Jewish person who's like, I have that Jewish heritage, so we know and learn about the Holocaust from a very young age, but then also like my Polish relatives who were affected too, so you understand the scope of it, of like, it wasn't just the Jews, like yes, the Jews were disproportionately affected and targeted.
Oh no, but when I was in Berlin, they have this little, for those of you that don't know, when you're in like Germany, in like major cities, I don't know if it's everywhere in Germany, but at least I saw everywhere in Berlin, there's because all the streets are cobblestone, in front of apartments where a Jewish person or a gypsy or somebody that was gay or had disabilities, they have a little gold like cube, and it's in the ground, and it says their names and where they were taken and if they passed away there or not.
And that's one of the things, like, remembrance,
and it's everywhere. And I took pictures of them and then like this was a picture that I took at one of the museums. Okay, so there's all these children, they're all Jewish, there's only one that survived, and it's the little girl in the middle that's wearing white. And I was like, and it shows she survived because her family went into hiding and somebody was able to smuggle her out of the country in a suitcase.
Wow.
And I was like, and every other kid died, and I was like, I know I'm gonna cry now, but this got really depressing really fast. But
God.
Yeah. But I mean, here, so they're Pokestops, and that's people were giving me shit for playing Pokemon, but I'm like, that's one of the best things about Pokemon is all the spots
Oh
or
my
landmarks.
god! Oh, that's so cool.
Have you seen these?
No, I haven't. I went to Berlin, but I didn't know about those.
Yeah, so Jason, boyfriend's twin,
Yeah.
told me. He so yeah, so it tells, so this is Martha Kornowski, Krasinski.
Yeah, it's a Polish origin, but yeah.
But it tells you
Berlin,
what
yeah.
it tells you what camp they were sent to and
Oh,
if they
wow.
died there or not. And so sometimes it says unknown, so that means that they might have been taken and they, might have escaped, or they were
Or
just
they've been
killed
shot
in
the
transit.
street,
Yeah.
like they were. That's one of the wonderful things.
See, look at,
Oh,
that's
wow.
what it looks like on the floor. So if you're ever in like Berlin and you want to see, like, they'll just be these little gold cubes and they have people's names on it. This one was in my name. And you know what's eerie is that it's my name and it's right outside boyfriend's twin's apartment.
Whoa.
And I was like, that's freaky.
That is freaky. Wow. That's one of the things.
And she died in Vala Holland.
There were a lot of
Yeah,
fucking camps,
it's
so.
one of them.
Wow.
But yeah, she died at a concentration camp.
But that's
And so I didn't know I wasn't allowed to take pictures at this concentration camp. But one of the things is you can find pictures of everything everywhere. So I took pictures of people's artwork. So there's a ton of artwork at this concentration camp, and it's like when you see like what people drew there, and so like these are people that either were brought in to do it.
Oh wow.
And then
yeah.
So this one it was an all men's camp. But look at that.
Oh wow.
But it's scary because when they draw like people that were there in the stripes, they all look like skeletons.
Yeah.
Like look at that.
Yeah.
So some of the things that they would bring in professional artists to do like ad campaigns, but look at this one. This was a professional artist that they brought in to draw. So his work actually never made it. So this artist was murdered by disappeared because of the Nazis because he drew this. He's trying to draw this guy happy, but look, you can see how sickly he is. Yeah. He was a good artist and he drew it too lifelike. And so you could see that them trying to say, oh hey, you're all going to come to this community and live together, but you could see that it's like it's fake, that it's there's so this good. It's horror behind it.
Yeah. And I love that they do that with the cobblestones. I didn't know that because that's like remembrance, and that's part of Judaism. It's a huge part of Judaism is remembrance, and that was one of the beautiful things in Yad Vashem.
Like them getting off the carts and getting beaten immediately. And so the one about this concentration camp that I went to is that it's a triangle, and so that way the guards they can see you at every point, so you can't get out. But it was an all men's camp, and they had like political prisoners and like religious leaders and stuff taken there. But what they did was they had them make shoes, and then they would make like with different types of soles, and they would make them walk all day with like 300 pounds on them and in circles, and the shoes wouldn't fit them, so their feet would get messed up. But it was to see which soles wore down, how it worked. And so that way they could make the best boots for their soldiers. And they just did that until you died. And then they had a shooting pit, and then later they added the cremation chambers. And so you can walk into the shooting pit, and I was like, hell the fuck no, I'm not walking in that. But
that was German efficiency right there. When they designed the cremation chambers, they designed them specifically so they could fit the maximum number of bodies in a single chamber. German efficiency. Oh man,
you weren't supposed to, but I took pictures of all of the artwork that I could find. Somebody looked at me weird, but I was like, I'm just gonna pretend like I don't. So this was a gas chamber that I went in, and they painted. So they had artists come in and do like silly kids illustrations, so that way you would walk in and not think that anything was bad. And then this is one where the doctor decided, or he was one of the doctors that figured out that carbon monoxide works best for the gas chamber, so he's the one. And you know what blew my mind was that a lot of these people all these crazy doctors that figured out how to do this to people, like all the most gruesome ways to torture and to experiment on people,
Mengele,
they got out. Like the one guy that figured out carbon monoxide, he was in prison for 4 years, donated money to people because his thing was like he didn't really care about Jews. He liked to mess with people that had disabilities.
It was the advantage of having
But then he donated money and got out of
no
prison.
ethical considerations, and that was actually a big ethical debate. Was post Third Reich was the experiments of Dr. Mengele and
they would hang them on these posts and so they would take your arms and they would rip them out of their sockets and they would put you like that, but with your arms back. I can't do it, obviously. My arms are in their sockets, and just have you hang like that all day. And if you survived, after 3 days, you got to come down and then go into the barrack things, and you were expected to work the next day. Jeez. But it was just like all of the artwork. It's like you can tell very much that these are all from different artist perspectives. But look at that one. But it just every single one was just like, it's so gruesome, and you could tell, even though these are all different artists drawing it, you could all tell it was the same place and the same horrible things were happening.
Yeah.
But
Full Gentry says, well, the stream is really taking a dark turn. I do want to acknowledge we did get a super chat right in the midst of this conversation from Drunk 3PO. Says, two of my favorites. Much love. Love to you too, 3PO.
But so this was the shooting. This is where they would take people to mass shoot them. And so the last people that got shot in here, I didn't go in. People went in, but and I looked at it and I was like, I could run up that. But what they do is they have you go in this and then so that way you can't get out. And they would just shoot you. But the last people that got shot in there was 50 women. So there was these women that were working at this factory, and one of them, or they don't know how many people, it was like a conspiracy theory to make bullets for the Nazis, but they were making them with malfunction so that they were messing them up so their bullets wouldn't go off. So they didn't know which one of these women were part of the conspiracy, so they just took all of them because it was at the end of the war, and they took them and they shot them all in this pit. So they weren't even Jewish, they were just women that were forced to be in this. Yeah.
Jeez. And that's
but it was an all men's camp in the beginning. This is I don't know if you want to see this or not, but this is the cremation area. So see so this is an artist that drew this. This is what they saw, because I don't know what fucking idiots. Well, they were all psychopaths, so that kind of explains it. But they wanted artists to come in and to draw for promotion.
They were trying to. That was how they sold it, and that was, and this is the crazy part. During World War II, it was the Nazi propaganda machine.
They're skeletons. Like when they're taking in, like, this isn't a decomposed body. This is somebody that just died.
Yeah.
It's a skeleton. This is an artist drawing on the spot, and you know what's worse about it is these aren't these aren't Nazis that are putting them in the cremation. These are other
Jews. What was the word for it? But that was one of the things.
They had to do it.
It was just horrible. It was it was the worst position to be in, because it was the opportunity to live, but to do so you had to essentially condemn your fellow. Oh my.
So this one, there was a kid so this wasn't a town. It's a town an hour drive north of Berlin. And so this is where a lot of the SS were, because it was what Himmler, was like Himmler's, so this was the, what is it called? The I want to say prime, but it's not prime. When it's the first thing.
Or principal.
No, not principal.
Primary.
Prime, no. Oh my god, when it's something that is trying out for the first time, it starts with the P. What's the word? Why am I blanking? It's because I've been drinking. I want to say protocol prime. It's
prototype.
Prototype, yes, it's a prototype. That's why it's the only one that's in a triangle. But so there was like an SS building that was on the outside of the walls. This is also where the death march happened. But so a kid, because they would have people that talked about, like, that lived in the town that didn't know what was there because it was behind, walls and everything. But this kid kind of saw people being marched in, and this kid did this when they were a little bit older, from what they remembered of the death camp or concentration camp. But it's like, and this was like, he said that, like, he'll never forget the face of somebody. Jeez. Yeah. And it just, and they talked about how they brought in children from Auschwitz that they injected like hepatitis into their, like, right into their stomach. It was
to know what it did. That was Mengele. To know what it did. Jeffrey Turner, aka Mega Jenny 1, says super chat for two of my favorite YouTubers. # not faves.
No, and then like somebody
hashtag no faves.
Somebody painted the kids getting experimented on. Like, could you imagine being that artist and basically, if you don't do this, we're gonna kill you too, and having to
okay,
just be there and
witness
draw
that,
all of
see
this?
that. That's it's interesting to me, the difference in the way that they're laid out. So I went to the Holocaust Museum in Washington D.C. when I was a teenager, and do you need more Mio?
I was like at the bottom, so it's all strong.
Oh yeah. I can add more champagne if that would help. But and they have the privacy walls that you can choose to look over, and you see actual footage that they took of people being shot and of Mengele's experiments and things like that. And it was really a lot, you know, but it's also like this is how Americans would make a Holocaust memorial, which isn't bad. It's a beautiful museum, and it memorializes a lot of the horrors that happened. Mary Mayhem, we are drinking champagne. Thank you, that's what we're drinking, ladies. Hi, Mary. Welcome to the stream. We're talking about the Holocaust.
It got really dark really fast.
And I'm glad you all are here for it. And I think it's a really great museum, but it's also like it's definitely a very American take on it. Of like, look, this was horrible. Look at it.
Well, that's one of the things. That's why when people say, when they call us Nazis for not liking a movie, it's like, no, you don't fucking understand.
No.
When you go there, like, and it's very different when you walk into this, like, these places, you can feel it. It's like when you walk into like places like Disneyland, places like Universal Studios, with like
magic.
When you walk into like Harry Potter land, it's like, this isn't Harry Potter land, but it's like you get all excited, you can feel like the energy and the atmosphere. You walk in here and there's hundreds of people there, and it's silent, and it's it's cold. Like the sun was out, but it was cold, and it was this chill. All the buildings, you walk inside them, and it's just, it's stuff you'll never unsee.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite parts. Favorite's hard to say, but it was really one of the most impactful parts of my trip to Israel. That's, as a Jewish person, I got to do a birthright trip, so I got to go to Israel for free, which I don't know that I would have chosen to visit Israel otherwise, but I'm really glad I did, and it's a beautiful country. I would absolutely love to go back. But Yad Vashem was one of the most impactful parts of that trip, and that's their Holocaust Memorial Museum. And the main museum, you walk through. It's this incredible hall. It starts out very, very narrow, and it opens up slowly. But as you walk through, you zigzag, and you go through one part and the next, and it's a journey chronologically through the Holocaust. And there's just there are moments I cried at multiple points. I never cried before over the Holocaust. I've thought about it. I've been sad for it. I felt it deeply. I've never cried about it. And the moments, I still remember two of them. I think one of them was understanding the extermination camps. One of them was in the beginning, where they were just showing some memorabilia that had come from people who had died in the camps, and it was this one. There was a girl who her friend had gone off to a camp and had died in one. She had survived, and this picture had come back with an inscription on it about how he loved her or something, and that was how he knew that was the only way she knew he had felt that way about her. Like, they had been friends for a long time, and that was the way she found out that he'd always been in love with her, was from that picture. And the other one that killed me was the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising, because that was so the reason the final solution happened, which was the gas chambers and all that, was because the Germans discovered the Nazis. I should say Nazis, because these are not German people. German people are lovely. I love them. I love the country. But the Nazis discovered that, well, bullets are too expensive. We can't kill all the Jews with bullets. It's costing us too much money.
Yeah.
So let's make the gas chambers, and then again the efficiency of the cremation chambers. And so people started to realize, now they were being routed up in these ghettos. They're being segregated from society, and then they were all of a sudden being taken in droves, and people realized what was happening, that this was not going to end well for them. And in the Warsaw Ghetto, there was an uprising. They knew they were supposed to be taken. They were told they were going to be moved, and they were preparing for it. And the quote that stuck with me from that was, "It's better to die as men than live as sheep."
Yeah.
And they all died. They stood up to the Nazis. They killed many of them when they came to take them, but they all died ultimately. But they died on their feet fighting, instead of shepherded off to these gas chambers. Anyway, Arfar, thank you for the super chat. My great grandfather was part of the British unit which reached Bergen-Belsen drink, and that's some of the beautiful miniseries, Band of Brothers, about a paratrooper division in World War II. And one of the most harrowing parts of that, and it's one of the most harrowing things that you can hear from people who came back, was the British troops, the American troops, the Allied troops when they liberated concentration camps, and seeing everything that you just showed in the artist depictions, and having to see that in person and being like, what the actual fuck.
Oh no, they were talking about how when they got to the camp, so the camp that I went to, it got taken over by the Soviets, and so it became a Soviet prisoner of war camp.
Yeah,
which wasn't much. Well, I mean, obviously it was better, but I mean, it wasn't much better.
Yeah.
According to people, but so what happened was when the Nazis knew that they were going to leave, or that they were losing, they needed to leave Berlin. So they took everyone from the concentration camp, and then there more people came from other concentration camps, and they did a death march. I don't remember where they went, but there was people that hid, and then there was others that were too sick to go, and they just left them there. And so you get to listen to recordings of some British guy and a Soviet guy, or Russian, talking about what it was like when they got there, and they're just like they couldn't believe what they found. And then they went to go plant, to try to farm, because one of them was like, hey, I brought some seeds with me, let's try to grow some food as fast as humanly possible to get some food in these people's bellies. And they just found mass graves, and they're like, this is just all ash, and then there's like bodies in there that the Nazis didn't have time to burn. And they said there was like 3 graves, and each of them had at least 600 people in them. And it was absolutely horrifying. And they said like they tried to help these people, but there was just so many of them that if they fed them, they would die. If they didn't feed them, they would die. And they all were sick, and they didn't want anyone else to get sick, so they were just trying to.
A bunch of people died in the aftermath of this because they fed them a bunch, but their stomachs had been so shriveled and they actually exploded. They burst, and people died from that too. It was and that was the whole thing. It was the Germans put out this propaganda of, oh, look at these fun little camps we're sending, we're just relocating the Jews, and this is like this was the whole thing, was like, oh, it's just Aryan, Aryan nation, and we're just sending them off somewhere else. And the American people knew what was happening, and the American government bought it. They bought it because they didn't want to have to get involved. That was the worst thing FDR did, was he sent back, it was an entire boat full of Jewish refugees from Germany that came to America, and he turned them back, and they went back and they all died. So
at that point, I would just jump off the boat and swim.
I'd be like,
fuck you, I'm not going back. I don't care if I lose all my shit. I'd rather be on America and like be a hobo than go back and go into a camp.
And this is probably what this is. So Yad Vashem, you go through the whole museum. It's a beautiful journey, a tragic, beautiful journey. But then they have a specific exhibit that was donated by certain people. It was the Children's Memorial, and it's gorgeous because you walk in and it's a completely pitch black room. It's mirrors all around and candles. So then the candles are refracted back and forth, so it looks like lights and stars going on endlessly. And there's just a recording playing of people reading the names of children that died.
Oh no,
it's brutal.
I fucking cry. Like just going to that one museum in Berlin, it was like it's on the west side, to the German side, or the Ally side of the Berlin Wall, and it's like this museum that's right on the side of it, and it's free, so everyone was there when I was there because it was freezing, so everyone just went inside. But it's like pictures and like all of the information on everything and how Hitler got to power, and then it's like the children's section, and I was like, fuck no, I can't do this. I can't look at this
stuff. And one of the things they asked us to do when we went through there, we went with the guide, was just listen and remember the names of one of the names. Just remember one of the names. And I think I had sisters. I unfortunately don't remember them now. It was years ago. But we came out and we shared the names, because that's part of it. And that's like, so for those of you who are like, this isn't fun, why are we watching this? I'm not sorry, because that's part of Jewish tradition. That's a big part of this is remembrance, and remembering what happened so that it never happens again, and understanding and like feeling how deep and awful all of that was, so that it never happens again. Leg Kick says, once I heard firsthand accounts from Purple Triangles, and I have been to the Holocaust Museum. So much happened, it's hard to fathom. It really is.
Well, see, my grandfather, he didn't go, he was still in high school, but his older brother went, and so he was part of this. So all my that side of the family, they all are into airplanes. So he led one of the air raids, and so he actually has some shit that he stole from Hitler's house.
Nice.
So I got to. He has it in like
That's
his
so
his
cool.
garage. So he has like one of Hitler's like SS like hat things, and he has a
Yeah.
couple of. I saw it when I was a little kid. I don't know if he still has it
Wow.
now, or if his ex-wife took it in the divorce. But
Yeah.
but I just remember when he told stories about that, and he's like, you know, that he said that he was really lucky because he was supposed to go to Normandy and he didn't.
Fuck.
Yeah, and I was like, oh fuck no. But because of his skills like flying and everything, he of his rank, he led the air raid and like one of the units of the air raid,
Yeah.
and he said it was like he's like just seeing the city. He's like you wouldn't like a city
Yeah.
in wartime. He's like it was just fucking destroyed.
That's
You
how
know?
it was. That was actually Band of Brothers covered Normandy but it was a paratrooper division, so it wasn't a beach landing. And it was a total clusterfuck. It was something with weather and I think enemy fire and whatnot, and these paratroopers got scattered as well, and the whole like, oh my god, what a horror show. Just ugh. That was if you talk to World War II vets, they'll tell you Saving Private Ryan is one of the most accurate dramatic depictions of the Normandy beach landing.
I remember I hadn't seen Saving Private Ryan, but I just remember we had to watch that, like just that scene, that Normandy scene in my history class, and I was like, fuck no.
That was a really neat, weird pivot. I love My Chemical Romance. I always have. And they do
It's okay, I do too.
ridiculous. Really?
Yeah.
Yes. Did you hear they got back together?
Yes, I did.
I'm so excited. I tried to get tickets. I was in line. I didn't get them. They're like $800 now. I'm really disappointed. But if I can find cheap tickets, I'll get to them. We'll go.
Yes, I'll go.
Oh my god, yeah.
I mean, I might know somebody that can get us good tickets.
If you can do that.
I don't know if I still can. So my best friend, her uncle or something was the agent for what was Miley Cyrus's brother. He was in a band.
Oh fuck! Yeah.
Like something like Metro Station or something.
Yeah.
I can't believe I remember that. But so he's in that industry, so he knows people. Well, so I might be able to. I don't know. I'm kind of pissed off at my best friends because neither of them texted me on my birthday.
Assholes. I know. That said, if they can get us a hookup for my chem, let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the Ghost of You music video?
I think I did.
It was so they did. It was a World War II style video. It was the whole
yes.
And that was, I loved how dramatic they were with their music and how committed they were. Gerard Way cut his hair for that video because the whole thing was they were going to war, and it was them as the band at the dance the night before, and they went to Normandy, and they cut in scenes from Saving Private Ryan into the music video, obviously with permission. And Mikey dies in the video, and the video ends with like Gerard holding him, and that's his brother. It was this whole fucking supremely. It was like the commitment to this beautiful, and that's really one of the most beautiful. Like that song for me was like on the album. Like that was probably my least favorite song on the album. But the music video is like holy shit.
Well, there's this French art gallery in San Francisco, and it's kind of hidden because it's like a French school, but they also have an art gallery. And so there's this French art or like photographer, artist, and so what's happening on Normandy is the things that the Nazis use, the little gun, like little bunker things. So they're getting taken back by the ocean. So the sea is moving up everything, so that the beach where everything happened in Normandy is gone now.
Wow.
It's all, the ocean has moved all the way back up to where the bunkers are, and so a lot of artists have gone and they did graffiti all over these bunkers.
Wow.
And so this artist has been taking pictures of them whenever there's low tide because they're getting reclaimed by the ocean. And already 70% of them are gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So
Nicholas Glenn, thank you for the super chats. I sent you guys both a link on Facebook Messenger. Thank you. We will take a look at that.
I don't even use Facebook Messenger anymore, but I can.
I use it a lot, but
you can send it to me.
Yeah,
text it to me.
I'll hunt for it. I'll make sure I find it.
I know I had to delete. I still have my Facebook, but I deleted Messenger because when everything happened with my sister, it was just getting blown up, and I couldn't take any more of that.
That sounds like a lot.
But yeah, sorry guys, that was a really intense conversation.
Yeah, it was a lot. We're totally happy to move to Michael B. Jordan, or not Trevante Rhodes. Trevante Rhodes.
Wait, do my Trevante.
Yes. Anavante. That Trevante Rhodes,
I love
girl.
how perfectly
it does work. It works. So when you get it lined up, it's just.
It's like perfect.
Oh, it's perf. Oh, Trevante, how are you today? That's good. That's good. that Lando likes you.
Oh my god. I mean, this kind of works because you can like
That's
tan up my
amazing.
phone. You can like tan up my head.
Yeah, we can just color.
We can color.
Color. I don't know what color.
Hi, baby. Hi, Lando.
Lando's like, why is this muscly black man touching me? Oh dear. Well, you're gonna get used to muscly black men touching you because Jeff is moving in January. So.
Oh my goodness, it's
Muscly
crazy.
half black men. That's what it says. It's like Jeff is one of those people. He's like he doesn't like if you say he's white, but he doesn't like if you say he's black either. He's mixed.
What is it called? When you go to the like a Golden Corral and they have the ice cream and you can either get the vanilla or the chocolate or the chocolate vanilla swirl.
He's a swirl. Jeff's my swirl. That's what I say. All my cats are black and white, and so is my boyfriend.
Oh my god, that's so right.
Isn't that true?
You have a type.
I do.
Oh my goodness.
Definitely have a type. Also, all of my serious boyfriends have been mixed. 2 half Asian and now 1 half black. So clearly, I need.
I guess I just don't have. I guess I'm not that diverse. So it's either been like Hispanic or like Latin or white. I guess, or I guess Portuguese too. I'm sorry, not all the guys. I don't get hit on by mixed guys. I'm sorry, I'm not cool like you.
Whatever, mixed men for the win. I'm just saying that in terms of the nether regions, mixed black is the way to go. It's way better than mixed Asian. I'm just saying, a couple of them might have had a little.
Turn Trevante back on.
Trevante, just all Trevante all the time.
No, me as Trevante.
And that Trevante girl, that Trevante Rhodes girl. Did you ever turn anyone? It says for my blue Shogun Terminator with a lightsaber. Oh, I dig it. Oh.
You might get copyright striked for that though.
Truth. The Atlantean says, "Evening, ladies. Evening, Atlantean." We are now not talking about the Holocaust, so that's different.
We have moved on from the Holocaust talk.
We have. We'll just talk about the Cambodian genocide instead.
No.
Which I don't know enough about to talk about. So
I don't
just know that it happened.
I do know. So one of my history teachers, he told us a story about that. And so he said that there was this, he was talking about it in history class, and then there was this girl in the class that was from Cambodia, and then he asked, he's like, I understand if like, I guess she was getting emotional. He's like, if you want to take, he's like, because I know you lived this, so he's like, if you want to go take a break and like go to the library or like go to a different class, like I'll write you a pass. And she's just like, no, she's like, I want to hear what you guys are taught, like told. And so then he was like explaining what was going on, and then I guess she stayed after class, and she's like, I'm gonna tell you something, and I don't want you to like, she's like, I only ask, he's like, you can tell this story after I graduated, but she's like, I'm actually 23 years old, and she's like, I look young, but my parent, well, it's not my parents, but I was told to lie about my age so I could go to school, so I could learn, English, and I can, graduate. And she's like, I can go to high school, because she was, 23 pretending she's 15.
Wow.
And she said, my mother, she's like, I watched my mother get chopped to pieces in front of me while I hid in a basket, and I got smuggled to America on a cargo ship.
Holy shit.
And he's just like, and then the teacher said, he's like, that's why I won't be personal with any of my students, because he's like, after you hear that story, she's like, I don't want to know anything.
Oh my God.
I'd
want to know everything. I'd be like, look, as hard as it is to hear it, tell me, because people need to hear it. I can hear it. Dustin Rogers says, Baby Yoda, now sequel, please. Or now squeal, please. Sorry. And she did it. So my dyslexia.
I thought it was
your dyslexia is contagious. Well, you squealed, which is what it said. So
I just heard Baby Yoda. I'm like, cute.
All right, Trevante. I need to take the stream so I can pee real quick.
Oh, okay. I guess I will take over for this. I don't really want to lose the viewers that you always say lose viewers. So I don't want to lose them all. Okay, I will talk. Okay. Baby Yoda, he's so cute. He's so cute. I just want to take him and hold him and give him all the love. I haven't watched The Mandalorian. I haven't time. I need to watch The Man in the High Castle because I love that show, and its 4th season just got released on Amazon Prime, and it's its last season, but it's my favorite. well, I shouldn't say it's my favorite show. It's a really good show, but it has my favorite actor in it, and he ironically plays a Nazi. But it is, so the whole premise of the show, The Man in the High Castle, it's based on a book, but it's basically as if the Allies and the British didn't win World War II. And so what happened was, Japan and, you know, the Nazis, they won, so they took over America. So the East Coast of America is under Nazi rule, and then the West Coast of America is, you know, ruled by the Japanese, and the Rocky Mountains divide the country, and that's kind of the neutral zone. And so the Man in the High Castle is this, at first you think it's a concept, but it's basically this person, this man, that's making war propaganda films, but it's as if we won World War II. So, and it's trying to give people motivation to rise up against the Japanese and against the Nazi ruling, because obviously people don't want to live that way. And so one of the things that happens is, like, you know, if you're disabled, you know, they murder you if you're in the Nazi section, because they don't want that. They don't want you spoiling, you know, the Nazi line. If you're a woman, you're expected to produce, you know, perfect Aryan heirs. And on the Japanese side, you know, the Japanese look down on American. It's like, you're unworthy, you're not cultured, you know, you're not one of us, you're American, you're, you know, you're beneath them because you're not Japanese. And so the main character, her sister is one of these rebels, and so she gets one of the films from her sister, and she watches it, and she sees, you know, the Americans going in Berlin and tearing down, you know, the Nazi statues, and seeing this stuff, you know, it kind of inspires them to be like, wow, that's what it could be. And, you know, one of the things about her is that her not boyfriend, her fiance is, you know, part Jewish. So that's another thing, is he has to hide the fact that he's Jewish, because if you're Jewish, you'll get killed. And so it's a really good show. And so it's about her joining these rebels, and then she has to go to the neutral zone, and then the main male character is the guy named Joe. He is a Nazi spy because his father is a really high up Nazi official. And then my favorite actor, Rufus Sewell, he is, you know, a Nazi. So his title is Obergartenführer, and he's trying to solve all this. But the thing about this show, that there's a twist, is that it's a historical sci-fi show. So the thing is, the reason why they have all these videos, these war films of aliens. No, it's Man in the High Castle. I think I've told you. Yeah. So I kind of just gave them the spiel. So it's basically Nazis and Japanese won World War II. Yeah. America is divided, but then they have all these war films of, like, how do you get all these? Like, this is well documented war films. Oh, Justin's here. And the thing is about it is that there's parallel universes. So some people can travel between universes. And so, but the only way you can travel is if your counterpart in the other universe has died. So the reason why so that way there's a spot for you to travel to. And the reason why this is all happening is because there's like a rift in this space-time continuum. So that's how certain people are able to travel, if you know how to, if you can meditate that certain way. And so that's kind of the thing is, so the Nazis find out about this, that there's other universes, because they're like, where are they getting these films? These films aren't from our time. They're from a different world that's running parallel to ours, that's slightly different. And so the Nazis want to use this to travel, to take over other worlds. But so they're running experiments, and then that's how they find out that you can only travel if your counterpart in the other world doesn't exist. And so I don't know how it's going to get solved, because I haven't watched the last season, but it's a really, really good show.
Interesting.
And my favorite actor's in it, so that's.
I haven't heard a lot. I've heard a lot about this. Apparently, I need to watch it. Do we have any mods here in the chat? And if so, can you go ahead and mute Tyler Norton, because he's a piece of shit.
What's he doing?
He has this weird idea that we had, like, that apparently collectively the entire Fandom Menace had decided to boycott Disney. We've all betrayed it by watching The Mandalorian. I don't remember ever signing on to a boycott ever. Also, that's you still haven't seen The Mandalorian, so he can't.
Well, I've been moving, but no, Tyler. Just to make everything clear, no, I don't think anyone has said that. I mean, I can't speak for other channels because I don't watch all content from every single channel ever. But I think at least everyone that I know says that they're a fan of certain things of Disney, We just don't like what they're doing with Star Wars
Yeah, I
and
remember,
certain other aspects of it.
I don't remember any first of all, I don't remember any collective fandom menace we're all going to do anything ever.
I
at
know.
all.
We can't even
Certainly-
all meet up at Star Wars Celebration.
Right?
We can't even make plans that way.
So certainly there was no.
I know. I miss the boycott. If you can
we're
find
gonna-
evidence of all of us saying it, that's not
Yeah, if you
completely edited to make us say certain words in certain
Also, you
orders.
can't edit. I mean, like unless you're edited frame by frame for me, there ain't no shit.
I know. I feel like that's the only way to get that, but
I'm just saying. So, but no, Tyler Norton, he was here trolling the other night too. So
let's
he's a
see.
piece of shit.
I kind of want to see what this idiot's saying.
Malcolm, you still smell like cologne. Which nice vet was wearing nice cologne?
Oh, okay. So it's just nonsense. He's just fighting with people in the chat.
Yeah, she's just being a douche.
Well, I mean, unless you can provide actual factual evidence that it can be proven, I mean, there's nothing to back up your claims because there is none.
Malcolm is wearing his lovely beads. He's very happy about them. I'm not even sure he's aware he's still wearing them. Malcolm, do you know that you're covered in beads?
Doomcock boycotts.
Cool. Then
Yeah.
good for him.
I know.
I don't watch Doomcock.
I like to go to Disneyland, so I'm not boycotting.
Yeah. That's good for Doomcock, but yeah, we're not him.
I mean, I said I'm not going to go watch The Rise of Skywalker. If it's on like a shitty cam version on Pirate Bay, I'll watch it that way, but I have no interest of wasting 2 hours of my life at a theater. I know you're gonna go see it because you need to review it.
It for the people.
Here's the thing. I have never watched Solo. I'm never going to watch Solo. I watched Mahler's video on it, and I felt like everything I needed. He explains the movie and shows scenes like actual footage from the movie, explaining how fucking stupid it is, which is probably the exact same thoughts that would go through my head. And just watching the scene, like you can mute it and just watch as he goes through the shots, and I'm like, yeah. Why is this woman hiding behind a pole when these flying things are shooting at her? Why couldn't they just fly around the pole and shoot her? Like, I don't understand. I remember how angry I was sitting there watching The Last Jedi, and I don't want to put myself through that again. So it's like, if you can do what you want with your money, I'm not going to go waste my time.
Yeah.
It's
fair. I'll make a review so others don't have to. Because honestly, the only thing about Star Wars...
I like this and guarantee episode 9 will be on Twitch live stream for the theater like Captain Marvel was. Okay,
Probably.
If somebody sends me a link, I will do a live stream and watch it with you guys.
Yeah, fair enough. Honestly, like the only thing that gives me joy about the sequel trilogy is tearing it apart. So that's why I'll see it.
The only thing that brought me joy is meeting you. Oh.
That's honestly, it's like this weird fairy tale of like, oh my god, look, we're now best friends, and now like Jeff is my boyfriend. Like, what is this world? It seems like a made up world, But I like it. I like how Mal's also just letting me hold him like this. This also seems made up.
Hi, the belly. Hi, the little belly. Hi. Hi, your eyes are green and cold. It's like your mommy and your daddy's eyes.
So they're mommy and daddy. Their daddy's a tuxedo cat that's got gold eyes, and their mommy is a tabby cat that's got green eyes, and you got Mix.
Me too.
You got Mix just like your
And the funny thing is, in August for Halloween, in
At first I was like,
October. What the fuck is on him? And it's
in
little beads.
October for Halloween, his
What?
eyes turned orange. They were super orange.
Can I shake your hand?
It
You got
was-
little mittens? Do you have mittens on?
He does.
You got little black nose little mittens. Hi. Hi, little boy. Oh my goodness, look at this. Is this the paw? Can I have it? Can I have your paw? Is it mine now? Thank you. I'm going to take it with me. Yeah? Yeah, little boy? He's like, what the fuck are you doing?
You're such a baby. I love you.
I know, you're the little boy. You're the babies. Oh, your babas. Oh, your babas.
So who's cuter, Mal or Baby Yoda?
Maybe, yeah.
I think Mal can see a little bit cuter, just a little bit. We've got John Thomas. Anna, did you see the Mark Hamill's tweet? Just wait for it to be on TV.
I did. I
We
did
were
see
talking about
that.
it earlier, weren't we?
Mhm.
Oh my god, Jane lets me hold his paw while we're falling asleep. It's adorable. It's so precious. And Dustin Rogers says, never listen to them when they say love conquers all. Hate can bring people together and form bonds that never break.
Yeah,
Cheers
that's
to
true.
that.
Oh, that's actually my best friend Sarah. That's how we actually became friends. So my mom decided to tear our family apart right before I started high school. So I went to a high school in a town I'd never lived in before with and I went to high school not knowing a single person, which I was pretty pissed off about. But so this high school that I was at, I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me. The only reason that my mom was just like, well, George Lucas went here. I was like, okay, fine. It's still like, you got to be fucking kidding me. Because they were remodeling the whole high school because of asbestos and whatnot. But so the gym was one of the things that took them like a year or two to fix. And so we had to meet for gym in the auditorium. And so we're in the auditorium, and then I could just tell right off the bat that this gym teacher was the fucking worst joke on the face of the planet. And so we're all standing there in the auditorium because we weren't allowed to sit because it's gym. We're not allowed to sit and wait for this stupid teacher to be late to class. And so this teacher starts talking, and I'm just like, oh my fucking God. And I'm like rolling my eyes, and at the same time, me and Sierra, we like are both rolling our eyes, and we lock eyes on each other. We're like, I fucking hate this dude. And it's like this mutual, like, this is a fucking joke. And we're like, we just became best friends just with this mutual eye contact.
Oh,
and then this was our PE for like the first like week of high school, was we had to walk around the high school because he couldn't figure out what to do because there was no, like, we couldn't go to the locker room, we couldn't do this, we couldn't do that. And so that was PE. I had to walk around the high school for an hour. And that's when me and Sarah became best friends.
There you go. Happens. That's it's kind of
Hey,
like
Proper Jeremy or Justin Proper.
Proper says, I love you both.
Thank
I love
you.
too, Justin.
I hope you got your new setup all fixed.
Mm-hmm.
He was doing a live stream and all this stuff fell down.
Oh no!
And his roommates were pissed.
Oh no! I hope we got that fixed up. My best friend, when I was in second grade, we were I think my teacher sort of, she was thinking ahead because my friend was the new kid at that point. I didn't know one liked her because she was like new that year. It's like it was if the new kid was a cute guy, everyone loved him. If the new kid was like a girl, unless she was super gorgeous, everyone was like, ew, whatever. So she was the weird new kid that no one wanted to be friends with. And so my teacher made me sit with her on a field trip. And I think she sort of thought we would maybe, I'd maybe be the person to, befriend her or whatever. And we were just like, oh, whatever. But then it was election season, and Joe Huffle was some local, running for some local office. And he had those signs up on everyone's lawns everywhere. And so we got collectively incensed by Joe Huffle together. And we're like, he's taking over the world. And that's how we became friends.
Aww.
Yeah. Malcolm, you smell like cologne and it's weird. I feel like you've been cheating on me.
He's been cheating on Jeff with another man.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What other man are you bringing into this house? There's already 4 of you and a Jeff. We don't need another man in this house.
There are too many alligators and Chinese restaurants around here for cats to go outside.
Toxic masculinity. I'm guessing you live in Florida.
Or Louisiana.
That's true. Could be Louisiana. Fuck Florida. I'll never live in Florida.
I know.
Remember when Jeremy was like, we're going to have a Geek Singers headquarters in Miami? I'm like, that's when
I'm
I'm not
not
going
going
anymore. No, not going to happen.
I thought you said Orlando.
Orlando, yeah, sorry. Orlando.
I was like, I'm not going.
Yeah, it's funny because Jeff likes Miami. Jeff's like, I love Miami. I'm like, that's cool. We're never going to go.
I have no desire to go to Florida.
It's Florida. Come on.
No desire. Do you know how many times I've heard, oh yeah, there's an alligator in my pool. Oh yeah, somebody got bit by a shark again. I'm like, I'm staying the fuck out of it.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, hey, Ted Bundy, guess where they found him? Florida.
Oh, like, also don't forget about the brain-eating amoebas in the water.
Yep.
So
not going.
No, fuck Florida. Also, Florida man who might eat your face or like shoot you in a drive-through.
Or sell you tickets to heaven with meth. That Jesus sold him so they can go be with the aliens.
Oh my god, I love Florida man so much.
Hey, kitten.
Oh, where are you going? Are you shrinking away from us? You're like, no, I don't want Florida man. I don't want it. Yeah, you do. You want Florida. You don't even know it yet, but you secretly want Florida. I love this. I'm just gonna leave this on you forever.
He's all bling bling.
You're your bling bling. You're my bling kitten. Can you send me that one picture you took of him that looks gorgeous?
Yes.
Gorgeous.
So the cat fell asleep on my foot for like a minute and a half.
He looked adorable with his little bling harness.
He woke up when Jesse started walking by, but it's cute.
It's so cute. I love it.
He's just so cute.
See, at least we don't have mosquitoes here. That's
What are you talking about?
not as many.
I get mosquitoes.
Fine, you got mosquitoes. Move.
I like
Come to the valley.
the blood.
Well, come to the valley. Ain't got no mosquitoes here.
Look at this action figure set now.
Ooh. What is with his face? Oh my god, that face.
Look
with
at the
tear.
arms. It's like who fucking made this? Look at this action figure. Who
Oh
made this?
God, that's
It
upsetting.
looks awful.
That's
I want
upsetting.
to at Mark Hamill, but I think he muted me or blocked me or something because
Really?
he used to respond to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, say
Well, I
mean
know
things, but
yeah,
still.
Well,
He responded to me. I took screenshots.
I know. I remember that.
I freaked out. I was like, I don't care that you're being mean. This is the greatest moment of my life.
Indeed. But the shat is a gentleman.
Setup's been moved to the back wall. LOL. By the way, it's my roommate's B-day. We got her a card, wine, cake, everything. If she's still unhappy, I'm moving. LOL.
All right, Justin Proper. Well, hopefully the new setup will work out well. And yes, if your roommate is unhappy with the card, wine, and cake, she can suck a dick.
Mm.
And maybe that will make her happy.
It looks like a dollar store reject. It really does.
It really definitely does. It's not pretty.
I feel like my head looks tiny right now.
It's because I'm just up here. Is that better?
But
Damn.
still, I think it's because I was like, my head is like small and your head's like longer than mine.
Well, here, you
'Cause
go
I have, like,
forwards,
a-
I'll go back.
I have like a square head. But
I have a
like,
round head. I'm a
You have an
Polish.
oval head.
Oh, ovular, yes.
Yeah.
I'm not the super
I
Polish
have-
round.
Well, if I was a guy, my jaw would be a little bit more defined, but I have a very much a square head.
I have an oval.
I have a square. Whenever people draw me, I'm like, you can't give me a chin because right now it looks like I have a chin, but like my I have a very small chin. I feel.
Secretly does not have a chin.
Yeah.
You know
That's
who
one
has
of
a
the tricks.
chin?
When people draw me, it always looks like me when they give me a smaller chin.
You know who has a chin? Trevante. Everyone loves Trevante.
My alter ego.
Trevante is required for this stream. Ah, there we
I have to like all the way get up in the corner.
go. This stream is still called A Title is Required on YouTube. I'm totally okay with that. What else would we call it? Holocaust Remembrance Stream.
Oh my god. I'm gonna get flagged real fast.
Right? I'm like, no, we're remembering the YouTube. This is a good. Oh my god.
I know.
Can't
It's
even
like,
be
oh, age restricted, hidden, blocked from the world.
right.
We
It's 'cause
cannot
we
talk
can't
about
acknowledge
the
the
Holocaust.
Holocaust because definitely talking about the Holocaust would be bad because definitely Holocaust deniers
Oh
are
my
totally
God.
normal people. No.
He's not wearing socks. I am wearing socks.
That's one of my things. Like, oh, I'm definitely wearing socks still. But I just want to say, good for you, Lukov. I just want to say, if you're a Holocaust denier, get the
You're
fuck
fuck
out.
out.
Like, I don't need you.
Yeah, go eat
Worms, because that's what you deserve. Eat the worms that fed on
Like
the
that one
bodies.
stupid kid that said, "Oh, it's bad for mental health to learn about World War II." I'm like, go fuck yourself. It's bad for the fucking people that lived it.
Yeah.
Like, are you fucking kidding me? It's bad for the people that lost members of their fucking families.
I literally just like can't even right now. Like, it's just really hard for me because like really sensitive and like I had family in the Holocaust and so it's like really triggering. Fuck you and die. Yeah.
Hey, baby.
Hey, yo, Malcolm. You're so
Let
precious.
us pet the cat, pet the kitty, pet the furry cat.
Pet the furry wall. When life hands you a Jeffrey, you just
Pet the
pet
furry
the furry
wall.
wall.
I only watched that movie once and I was kind of underwhelmed by it.
Likewise, except for that specific
Except for the
part.
furry wall.
The furry wall and the little music video at the end.
I don't even
Um,
remember it.
That was when life hands you a Jeffrey, you just pat the furry wall.
Oh, I just remember how he's like totally tripping out. And he's like, just pet the furry wall. And he just
Pet
leaves
the
him there and
furry
he's like, ah.
And that was the credit scene, or like the post-credit scene was like, when life hands you a Jeffrey, you just pat the furry wall. I'm like, yes, that's what you do.
Kitty swing,
Kitty
kitty.
swing. Kitty.
Justin Rogers, wait, we can use. I can't
We
read.
can wait, we can use this. It's bad for your mental health to have Disney Star Wars. Delete it, roll with it, guys. I think this could work. I'm with you. I think it's bad for mental health to have Disney Star Wars.
It is bad. It is extremely bad for mental health.
Yep. That's right, Justin Proper. Get him to the Greek.
It's made my white hairs come back.
There you go.
I had to dye my hair again because I'm like, if I can come in. Well, I have a white streak in my hair that I cover up.
All right, Rogue.
I know. Except it's like not as majestic. It's not like thick. It's like
Just like
6 scraggly hairs.
It's just like his little white bits here on his little bum. Yes, I'm touching your white bits.
But they're kind of like together. I think it's on this. It's on one of these sides.
He's got little white bits right here. I touched your white bits. What are you gonna do? You're gonna bite my zipper?
Yeah, actually, it's kind of like that.
Like that little.
Well, I got it when I was 19,
Little
but now
sprinkling.
it's like I'm just like they started coming back. So I would pluck them and they wouldn't grow as much, and then
Blame Ryan Johnson.
now it just all came back, huh?
Blame Ryan Johnson.
I do. I blame him and Kathleen Kennedy. They made my stress go up. I didn't have wrinkles before. Now I have like this little forehead wrinkle right here, and I'm like, fuck them. I blame them.
I blame them too for everything.
I do blame YouTube though. I have smile lines now, which I didn't have before because I never used to smile as much. Now I'm smiling all the time when I do live streams because people say funny shit. It makes me laugh.
Life is hard.
It's hard.
Life is so hard.
I will be proud of these ones.
I got my Polish cheeks when I smile. They're just like.
I got
There's little divots in here.
my
little
mother's
fat face.
cheekbones.
Yeah.
I don't have the Portuguese cheeks.
I have good cheekbones, but then
You have like really
when
high cheekbones.
When I do, when I smile, I got little cheek balls.
Yeah. Mine are, I don't know. Mine just accentuate like my jawline, you know?
Yeah.
Like I feel like when I smile, like my face doesn't look as square, and then I smile and it's like, oh, Anna's got
you have
jaw.
a face. Look at you. You have a face.
The only thing is like sometimes on certain angles I have a really like big scar right here. So the skin didn't break. I just had a really big bruise, but I think like it broke the bone a little bit. So when I smile, sometimes you can see this like intense line. Everyone always, because my skin didn't break, everyone thinks that it's just like a line that I have, and I'm like, no, it's an intense scar that I have.
I have a scar on my face somewhere. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, you have it right here.
Yeah. That was from me trying to recreate that scene where Aragorn chops the Uruk-hai blade out of the air.
Oh.
And my brother threw a stick at me. He hit me in the face. I'm not Aragorn, turns out. So I bled from the face.
Like you'd be Legolas.
Yeah.
I could see you taking down an entire elephant with all hundreds of men on it.
Oliphant, thank you very much.
Me and my sisters, we used to, because it was, the 3 of us, so whenever there's 3 characters, we would each be one of the 3 characters. I would always be Aragorn because I'm the oldest and the dark hair, and then Ellen, she was blonde, so she would be Legolas, and she's also tall too. And then Emily Emily's like, no, I'm Aragorn. I'm like, no, you're not.
No, bitch.
But then Gimli. Her excuse would be like, well, Gimli is older than Aragorn. I'm like, no, he's not. And she's like, yes, he is. I'm like, no, Aragorn is 86.
No, Aragorn's really fucking old.
He's old because he's one of the Dunedain.
He's Dunedain, yeah. One of the Dunedain warriors. They are ancient. John Thomas says, Anna, I missed it. What camp did you visit? I went to Dachau outside Munich.
I went to Stockenhausen, which is outside of Berlin. We were going to go to Dachau, but we didn't because the weather was awful. It was pouring.
I will maybe go to Dachau in September.
One thing I learned, though, in Germany, do not order Sprite. It's fucking disgusting. Coca-Cola is amazing in Europe, though.
Okay, duly noted.
Sprite is like lemon water that's carbonated. I almost spit it out, and I was like, that's one thing. I was like, I promised to like my boyfriend, I'm like, I will not spit anything out because I know that's like I don't want to disgrace these people. I don't want them to like kill me and like kick me out of the country. And I was like, we were driving by, we were like, we only wanted to stop at like actual restaurants, but then my boyfriend, he was starving, so we hadn't eaten, and we're on the Autobahn trying to get from Munich to Berlin, which is a very long drive.
Yes,
but we had to stop because he had to eat, and the only thing at the stop with the gas station or the petrol was a McDonald's. So we went in, worst food I've ever had in my entire life, and I decided instead of getting Coca-Cola, I decided to get Sprite, and I almost spit it out, and I was like.
I actually had very good McDonald's on my way to Berlin from Eislingen. Once upon a time, I got the Monopoly burger. It was exciting. My friend got a burger, but he also got chicken wings just to try it, and they weren't terrible.
Yeah, I saw that on the menu. I'm like, why is there chicken wings at McDonald's?
It's so weird. It's really weird. I would imagine that you'd be down for like goulash. It's like beef stew, basically.
I had some goulash at we went to a steakhouse, and the boys had that, and I had a different type of soup, but it was really good.
Yeah, I was figuring you'd be never because it's basically beef stew. So,
Oh, so good.
and it's still I love goulash. It's so good. But yeah, or like schnitzel, like regular schnitzels, just
Mm.
like chicken fingers, but as a patty.
Oh, what was it? So, do you like Quentin Tarantino, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we actually had McDonald's last night. 'Cause it was the only thing that was open by us. Well, I mean, we didn't want to go to In-N-Out.
Yeah, because In-N-Out sucks.
Well, boyfriend likes it, but anyway, so we had In-N-Out the night before. It is disgusting. I had it because I was like, I'm so hungry, I don't even fucking care. Let's just go.
Like,
and I was like, this reminds me why, and I got sick after again because I always get sick after I've been
it's
In-N-Out.
disgusting.
It's disgusting.
It's awful.
But so we went to McDonald's. I'm not Polish and Portuguese, but I saw somebody say Anna's Polish. No, I'm not Polish, but she's Polish.
I am Polish.
She's Polish and Jewish, and I'm Portuguese and Scandinavian, Native American, and Scottish.
Polish Jew, a little bit of Russian, a little bit of Austrian.
Somebody's like, "What was your Swedish relative say?" And I was like, "I don't know. My family's from Denmark."
Hey.
But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, so then since we had to deal with the metric system when we were in Europe, and then we're getting out of the driveway of McDonald's last night, and I was like, "Hey, babe," I was like, "What do they call like? Do you know what they call like a quarter pounder?" Because he ordered a quarter pounder, and I was like, "This is perfect. It's gonna go smoothly, hopefully." And then I was like, "Do you know what they call a quarter pounder in Europe?" And he's like, "No, but I know they call it something else." And I was like, "You don't know the line." I was like, damn it. I was like, I thought this was going to be perfect. I thought you would know, and you didn't. You failed, Peaches. You failed. And I was like, it's called a Royale with cheese. He's like, yeah. And I was like, you didn't get the line. You were supposed to be my Samuel L. Jackson. I was supposed to be the John Travolta. Like, come on. I know.
It's my tear for your
smallest violin in the world.
It's my tear for your
Royale with cheese.
Royale with cheese. I was like, for your movie. I'm actually blanking on that movie's title right now.
Pulp Fiction.
Yes, thank you. Like, I don't know why. I can't believe that was like the most famous Tarantino one. The one where I was like, my brain was going through all things. Samuel Jackson, John. I'm like seeing the movie. I'm like seeing your wallet, and I'm like, and I blank on the words. Alcohol. The alcohol.
Yeah, the alcohols. But I'm a really big Quentin Tarantino fan, so
Pulp Fiction is probably my third favorite.
Mine. So I remember my mom. She's like, "You're not gonna like Inglourious Basterds." When we were in Blockbuster, guys, we were in Blockbuster gonna rent Inglourious Basterds, and the guy talked my parents out of renting it. He's like, "You're not gonna like it. It's all subtitles. It's all in German. It's not." He's like, "It's not at all what you expected this movie to be from the advertisements." And so my parents didn't rent it, and then my mom bought it in a $5 bin at Walmart later on. And my parents like, it's not that good. And then I watched it, and I was like, this movie is fucking amazing.
You have to decide if I like Inglourious Basterds or Pulp Fiction better, because honestly,
I like Inglourious Basterds better because of Christoph Waltz.
Christoph Waltz is so good in that.
That's one thing. Quentin Tarantino said he's like, that movie would not have been what it was if it wasn't for him finding Christoph Waltz.
Oh God, no, he was. Also, Buongiorno.
Buongiorno. Arrivederci.
Arrivederci. I do love those.
Let me tell you about the Bear Jew. It's like, let me have 3. 3? It's so weird.
That's the thing.
So weird.
3. That was the thing. Because honestly, I really liked Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I really
liked it too.
That's up there. That's 1 or 2. I gotta watch Reservoir Dogs again.
Reservoir is my favorite.
Because Reservoir Dogs is my reigning favorite.
Yeah, mine too.
And I have to decide, and I think that's probably gonna stay that way. And then Hollywood is 2 now, actually. And then
I really like Django too. I just feel like it kind of starts to fall off.
Django loses me because of the lack of musical cohesion. Honestly, that's a big part.
That is
it runs a little long, but it's just like it's all these little vignettes and these like little music videos that he does, but there's no cohesion in the musical scoring.
I think it all should have just how Leo figures out everything and then he starts killing everyone. That's when Christoph Waltz dies and everything.
Yeah.
I think if they would have just had that big blowout scene be right then, it would have been good. I do really enjoy that scene where Django gets out, like when he's like with the slaver people and they're taking him back, and then he tells him, he's like, yo, I'm a bounty hunter, and he
Yeah.
like tricks them. I really like that scene, but I wish that might have been like earlier, because I wish that they would have just all ended it all right then and there when Christoph Waltz dies, and that be, you know, the big ending. Quentin Tarantino, let me shoot the fuck up to
definitely
everyone.
drags.
It does a little bit.
GS11 says, Jesse, what are your problems with Kill Bill? Good
You have
question.
problems? I do too.
All right, that Kill Bill, I do not like Kill Bill.
Which one? Both of them?
Either. I think I prefer 2 to 1.
I do as well.
But,
not a popular opinion.
Really?
I have not met anyone aside from myself that likes 2 better than 1.
I think so. Well, I'll drink to this super chat and then we'll discuss. 2's fun for me because it pays off everything that's set up in 1.
Yes.
So the payoff is more satisfying.
And there's so she only kills 2 people in the first one, where
Sure.
she kills 3 people. She kills more than 3 people in the.
Yeah.
She finishes it off.
She finishes the job and the
Here, you explain yours and I'll explain.
Yeah, and honestly, like that was one of the cool things. The whole like 5-point death punch. I spent so long. That little thing at the end was like that was a very gratifying payoff in it. And they set up a lot of that, and they set up a lot of that payoff too.
That's subverting expectations, because he says, "I refuse to train anyone," and then at the end, because you think that she didn't learn it, and then when she does it, and he's just like, you know, he knows he's gonna die, and he's just like, he taught you, like that son of a bitch. That expression on his face is like, yes.
Yeah. So that I like better. But I just, for me, the whole point, and that's very much how Tarantino works. Tarantino pays homage to the movies that he loves. And so Kill Bill, both volumes are paying homage to the B-level kung fu movies. And when you make an American version of an already not great genre, it, for me, just is not that great. It's a little too indulgent. For me, a lot of the moments, and that was like for me one of the biggest things. The Crazy 88, right, is a wasted scene to me, because it's just this awesome opportunity to choreograph this cool, fun, big moment, and instead he takes the easy way out, which is, well, in the cheap B kung fu movies, they just do the same 3 moves over and over again. So what does he do? He's got the Crazy 88, and we're going to defeat them using the same 3 moves over and over again for 88 fucking people. And it becomes excessive. And that's Tarantino's biggest vice, is excess. Is that he takes this idea that he's paying homage to, and that's a good idea, and then he does it to excess. Because there's nobody there to tell him no, because Tarantino's a genius filmmaker. And so that's where he loses me in moments like that. And like he's just, for me, Kill Bill is the pinnacle of his indulgence as a filmmaker, where he loses the artistry and overindulges. And so I
also didn't like the animation.
I didn't either.
Everyone freaked out. I was like, oh, it took so long to make. And I was like, yes, it was all animation.
Yeah, and
I was just underwhelmed.
I agreed. I absolutely agreed. Hateful Eight is
I didn't
up there
like
with my least favorites.
Yeah,
of his works.
the only the thing I liked about Hateful Eight was all of the little Easter eggs. So the one I always blank on the actor's name. He was in I think he was in Pulp Fiction. He was definitely in.
I'm seeing his face.
He was in he's in Pulp Fiction. He's the one that's gonna do the shoot up of the restaurant at the beginning and the end. Tim Roth. Okay, so he's wearing the costume that Christoph Waltz wore in Django. And then there's an Easter egg from every single one of Quentin Tarantino's movies in that house. Either somebody's wearing it or it's a prop there. Like they even, I think it's either a coaster or like a mug or something that's from when he was in From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh, shit.
I love it. Like every time you watch it, you can see a little Easter egg from one of his movies. That, when I say that's the best part of a movie, that doesn't mean it's the best movie.
No,
you know
that I didn't know that about Hateful Eight. Mm-hmm. I was highly underwhelmed by the
even like the story. Even at the ending, it wasn't. Oh, what the heck? I think I just got a call.
For me, Hateful Eight was how many times we blow somebody's head off.
Yeah,
in one movie,
but not well. Oh, Peaches just sent me a picture. Tulip got socks. Oh, your baby. So we just Peaches. I shouldn't say we. So we needed to redo the hardwood floor at the house. So Peaches redid all of it. I helped stain a few rooms. That was my contribution. I was like, I'm too weak for this. This is a lot of work. But you can't have animals on. You can have cats on it because their claws retract, but you can't have dogs on it for 2 weeks unless you put socks on them. And so I ordered Tulip socks, and Peaches sent me a picture of her and her little socks.
Oh,
but she's asleep.
Socks.
You know, bravo.
Sleeping. Do you see how this little baby is?
He is
Just a sweep. He's just a sweep.
Go to baby. He's got such a skinny face.
Let's
see.
And he's the wider face one. He's the wider faced one. But they both have little faces. His is just not quite as skinny as Jane's.
Really?
Yeah.
It's really skinny.
Jane has
Probably fill out. The dad's head was really round.
Yeah. Don't fill. Yours will fill because you have a little round face sometimes.
He's like, are you fucking talking about me?
Yeah. Are you little monster? See, when he picks it up, you can see in his cheeks. He got a skinny nose, but he's got wide cheeks.
It'll probably fill out as they get older too.
Yes, you
will. They're still teenagers.
Or not. Who knows? Who knows what you'll look like?
I know. I that's what I said. Somebody said dogs usually hate wearing socks. I hope Tulip will. I hope Tulip will be a good girl with it.
Hopefully.
I think if we just distract her with it, I can say it with a tweet. She freaks the fuck out when she hears the T word. She's like, ah.
Oh, my boys just said the kissy sound. These littles don't know it yet, but these guys just hate. They're weirded out by it. You see, even Jane.
Yeah, he just woke up. He's like, what the fuck?
You don't like that noise.
Let's see.
My babies think that means treat, but we already did to them once, so they're like, no.
No. No, I just remember watching Kill Bill, and I was like, meh. Like, yeah, she kills the first person in like the first beginning of the movie. Then she's got to go kill Lucy Liu, and I like the second one because you get more to the story.
Yeah, I agree.
You get a lot more in that movie than you do in the first one, and I think maybe it had to do with the fact that a lot of you are like, oh, well, sequels aren't as good as the original, and I'm like, well, actually, I feel like the sequel makes the first one stronger.
But I don't think Kill Bill Volume 1 works without Volume 2.
It doesn't.
Yeah. And that's not my favorite in general.
I like that it shows like the actual scene where she gets like the wedding gets all shot up. I like that you get the interaction with her and Bill. I like that you see Bill's brother, and then oh my god, what is her name? Daryl Hannah's character. Daryl Hannah, where she brings like the snake and she kills him, then she's got to kill her. And I like showing her training to do the thing, and I like when she's at the hotel and she finds out that she's pregnant, and how her story, how she decided to go rogue or like disappear because she found out she was pregnant.
Yeah.
And then of course Bill's little monologue where he talks about Superman. I remember being a kid and watching it because my parents didn't really monitor what I watched, and I'm just like, I'm interested. I just watched somebody get killed up, and now I get to see a scene where grown-ups talking about Superman. I like it.
Ooh, you know what we should do? Because I have a one-track mind. We should see if Jeff is awake.
What time is it there?
1. He might be. Just have a picture. He knew we were hanging out today, so obviously, but
I know, I was gonna say, I should have posted a picture right when I got here, because I did a stream driving here, and I think I did say on the stream that I was coming to see you, but I was like, I'm going on an adventure. I'm gonna go see Jessie.
It's important. Hanging out is important.
It is important. I am such a hermit, so I went out, guys. I interacted with grown-ups. And I don't know, I'm a grown-up, so I don't know why, like, when I say,
I'm the same way, I'm like adults.
I interacted with grown-ups. The people that are, in real life, I interacted. So I had to go to a baby shower, and I was like, I took a shot before I went, because I'm like, I don't do social interactions. I do one a year. I just get such bad social anxiety from being around people, like, especially when it's like, I'm going somewhere where a bunch of people that I don't know, and I have to interact with them. And it was like, so my boyfriend, one of his really good friends, him and his wife are having a baby. So we went to the baby shower, and I was like, I'm going to have to interact with grownups. And they're like, my boyfriend was talking to the dad of the baby, the one that we were there for. And then he introduced us to some of his coworkers. And then we started talking to the coworkers, and like, oh, what do you do? And like, my boyfriend's all talking because he's a social butterfly, and I'm not, which I'm glad. I'm like, you can do the talking for us. And then I was like, I don't want to tell them because I know that the second they ask me what I do, I either tell them, I either say like, yes, I'm a professional artist, or then I also say the YouTube thing. And I'm like, either way, they're going to ask me questions. And usually I try to gauge that. I try to gauge which one is going to ask the least amount of questions.
Yeah, I do the same thing because for me, it's refereeing, fencing referee, or YouTube personality.
All of those are going to get a
And
lot
it's
of
like,
questions.
Oh God, I'm like, who's gonna? Oh.
So I thought I looked at both of them and I'm like, okay, if I tell them I'm an artist, they're gonna ask me 1,001 questions, and they're gonna ask me about this artist, they're gonna ask me about galleries because they're in LA and they're sophisticated people. I don't want to deal with that, so I'll just tell them the YouTube, and then they won't ask me any more questions. I fucking was wrong. They asked me 1,001 questions, but it was a really good interaction because the guy told me, he's like, oh my God, he's like, that's so cool. But then he's like it was him and his wife, and they're like, we were in Africa, and he's like, he had his camera and she recorded this video of they were on a safari thing and all of these zebras were crossing and I think I had seen this video before, but this video of his went viral because all these zebras crossing this river and one gets attacked by an alligator and a hippo comes and you can see the zebra trying to get away and the alligator or crocodile body slams it and the hippo hits it and it goes and does this flip and he's just like he's like the only reason I put it on YouTube was because it was too big of a video to share with my friends on Facebook, so I had to upload it to YouTube and then send to everyone the link. This is only supposed to be for friends and family. And then it went viral. And he's like, people were yelling at me saying, why did you film? Why is this such a shitty thing?
Why did you film nature happening?
Well, people were like, why didn't you go and save it?
And right. Yeah, definitely. I'm going to run in between a crocodile and a zebra and a hippo, which is, by the way, the most lethal animal of the savannah.
It is. But he said he responded to every comment. I was like, bro, you shouldn't have done that. And you don't respond to them. But then they were actually really cool about it because yeah, we, there's one video accidentally went viral and then they started talking to me about everything and they were really cool about it. And I was like, you should just start a channel. You already have a video. You have one video on your channel that went viral.
Viral video, you got a starting point. Yeah. So start doing nature photography or whatever.
Mm-hmm. And he showed me his photography. He's really good.
Then fucking go shoot that
and
shit.
I was like, oh, that's cool.
Put it up there. Why not? If it's just, if you're doing it for fun anyway, why not put it up there and see what happens?
I know.
So we have Jedi Bunny and John Talks were in the chat just a bit ago. So hello to both of you. Have you met Jedi Bunny in person yet?
No.
She is super cool. We're gonna do that at some point. She's awesome.
We do. We need to.
Yeah.
I think, does she like Harry Potter too? Do we all need to go to Harry Potter Land?
We should. We definitely should. I think she likes Harry Potter, right? Jedi Bunny, if you're still here, let us know. Harry Potter. Also, what house are you, Jedi Bunny, if you are?
Yeah.
But I have my annual pass for Universal.
I say I need to get one. Oh, she said yes.
She
said yes. Okay. What house are you? We need to know. Okay. We got a Slytherin and we got a Gryffindor. What is she?
You gotta, I guess you can still be one of those two. It's allowed. What's up, Wild Man Beyond?
We need to find out what.
Flaming TP butterbeer is delicious.
I didn't like it.
Really?
I don't like beer.
It's soda.
I know, it's like butterscotch. They have an alcoholic one, don't they?
No, you can put a shot in it.
Oh yeah.
They just have regular. Also, you can mix it with the stout, and it's actually really good that way. Are you snoring? A little bit. He's snoring.
Tulip has been having nightmares, and she's been like, "Oh
no!" We've got Jacob Lindman is a Ravenclaw. Puffball is a Hufflepuff. Well, you're Puffball. So.
A Puffball.
Jedi, but I think she's a Ravenclaw. That's good. Good.
I think she's a Ravenclaw too.
That would make sense to me.
Take the Pottermore test and let us know.
Dope. All right.
Every time I go to Harry Potter Land, I'm always surrounded by Slytherin, and I'm the only Gryffindor. And when we went into the wand shop, I got picked to pick the wand, so I got it. I got my wand.
You did?
Yeah, Jared took a video of it, and I'm like, send me the video. He's like, I did. I was like, no, you didn't. I want this fucking video so I can put it on YouTube and show me getting my fucking wand because I got chosen. I never get chosen for anything. And the lady came up to me because me and my best friend Hope were standing there. She's decked out in Slytherin. I'm decked out in I was gonna say Hufflepuff because I said red Hufflepuff, and I'm like, I'm decked out in Gryffindor. She chooses me and she hands me the wands and I make things explode and then I get mine, and it was the perfect Harry Potter moment with the magic and the music and the lights, and they have a fucking fan somewhere and my hair blew back and it was all like magical. I'm pretty sure it didn't look magical, but it felt magical. And I'm like, oh, I have my wand.
What's your wand?
Oh God, I don't know.
Of course. I have a wand. It's so special. I have no idea what it's made of.
I think it's reed or something.
Okay.
It's something.
It's good.
Or
It's flexible. It's very flexible.
I don't know, but Jared threw away my box. I'm so he thought he was throwing away his box, but he threw away my box too. I can go find out next time we go there, but it's okay. I never keep it in my box. But yeah, so I got picked, and then everyone was commenting through like a Gryffindor and a Slytherin, and we're like, yep.
Happens. I really want to know what Jeff is.
Jeff's a Ravenclaw.
He's a Ravenclaw or a Slytherin. He's almost a Gryffindor, but he's not noble enough.
I don't know.
He's just not. He has a lot of Gryffindor traits, but I don't think he's like.
Maybe he's like Luna. Just not crazy.
Not
as crazy.
I'm for me, Jeff is a Ravenclaw or a Slytherin, but I'm not. I've been on the fence as to which one.
But he's too diplomatic to be a Slytherin, I feel.
Maybe, but you don't forget. You're forgetting. I know a side of him that you don't.
That's true.
It's a Slytherin in the bedroom. That's for sure.
Oh, gross. TMI, Jesse. Is that mask? Can you actually wear that mask or no?
No, it's it's got a thing inside. It's like a container. But I do love it. I do love my Master Chief. Jeff and I are gonna play Halo when he's here.
Is Master Chief like an actual person?
Yes. Jedi Bunny says I can totally relate to Luna Lovegood. That makes sense to me a lot, actually. Yeah.
It does make sense.
Yeah. It's like it's perfect. It's like, yep, you're the Luna Lovegood Ravenclaw. But what'd you say? Master Chief something?
Is he an actual person?
He's the main character from Halo.
I know that, but I mean, is he? I don't know anything about Halo except for they ripped off Ringworld. But is he like a cyborg? Is he?
He's a cybernetically enhanced human. Well, he's not cybernetically enhanced. He's an enhanced human. So he's a biologically enhanced human.
Isn't he in love with like a robotic woman?
He has a robotic woman that
like talks to him from a computer.
So
like
there's always been like sort of this weird implied sexual tension between them, which is weird if you go and read the books, which I may or may not have done, because in the books, Cortana, who's his cyborg, is modeled after his mother. So yeah. Andrew Malachinsky's here. Andrew, that's perfect. I can't wait till Halo 6 either. So that's when they're just going to do the whole like set of all of them, because Jeff and I are planning on getting that. Andrew, at the beginning of the stream, so make sure you go back and watch that. We unboxed this puppy. So thank you. He's the guy who sent it.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, because we thought it was the greatest fucking thing. She is so cool. I love her limbs. We love the sword. We love that we have hands and fists to replace it with. I'm very excited to put her up on my display shelf. So I'm really stoked about her. Alita looks fantastic. So
she does.
She really, really does. So thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. This is an awesome birthday gift and the first birthday present I've had the privilege of opening. So thank you. She just murdered my cat. So it's fine.
Put the head on the cyborg body.
Oh, look, now you're Alita. You've been so many people tonight. It's very exciting.
I like all my alter egos.
It's a very exciting life.
What is it? Trayvon and
Alita.
Trayvon and Alita. Those are pretty good alter
egos. Good alter
egos,
yeah. So we're fucking loving her. She's amazing. And Andrew, Cortana's still theoretically over there somewhere. I have a Master Chief figure that she's been standing with. Cortana was the mascot for my road trip that summer, but she's the goddess of the gooey vagina, because
what?
Okay, so somewhere over there, knocked over by the cats, is this little Cortana figure with a light that lights her up so she looks lit up like she is in the thing.
Oh, but
that Andrew gave me. But we set her on the dash and we went for a rest stop somewhere, and it was really hot out. So we came back and she was all like vaguely melty and gooey. So she became the goddess of the gooey vagina. Then she got cool again and she was the goddess of the rigid vagina. But we felt the gooey vagina had more je ne sais quoi. So Yeah.
And then Garrett says, "We also know you're Darth Vader because of that Barbie, Anna. You're too many people." I know.
True.
I'm okay with that. So I got
Darth Trevante Alita, Star Wars girl. Yes, that gooey vagina. Malcolm,
Hi.
did you
He's just
talk
like
a little?
he's like just pet
He's so asleep. I love it.
me.
He's so asleep. I can't do it.
Pixelated and on the drive over. I know.
Oh,
It
did you
looked
pixelate?
fine to me, but the pixelation was just awful. I need to call Spectrum and get my internet up.
I need to just get a new phone. My phone is terrible. Catchy title of this live stream? I think so. That was, we were trying to do it, and then we were also talking about Carnival Row because Orlando Bloom is schmexy. And do you want to see if we can make you Orlando Bloom?
Yes.
Let's see if we can make you Orlando Bloom.
All right.
Okay.
You have to keep the Trevante page up though.
I'm
just,
keeping it
just
up.
so I can switch between Trevante
Oh,
and
and
Orlando.
we're gonna get all your men. Carnival Row. See if we can get a good.
Oh, my baby. I love this picture of my baby with her little sock on. She's so cute. She's such a sweet girl.
She is such a precious little baby.
She is such a sweet little angel.
All right, I need him.
Oh, that one.
This one.
That might cut you off though.
It's fine. We'll figure it out.
All right.
Okay, let's see right here. I want to I need to
This just makes me want to watch
actually-
the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie again.
Oh god.
Hi, Lando. Hi,
Let me
baby
just
boy.
get this as
Hi. Hi,
a separate
Lando.
image. So we
Can
don't
I
have
have
the-
love? Can I have love right
Okay.
here?
Let me. I need to do another screen share.
You could have just picked a different tab.
How? Can I? Because it had to stop screen sharing to
Oh,
re-screen
gotcha.
share. Okay. I need to click that tab once upon a time. Application with this one. Here we go.
Okay, and then you go to that one. Aw.
Oh, he's so far over. You gotta go really far away.
I'm not gonna be able to do this.
I believe in you. Here, wait.
Wait,
I can rotate.
There we go.
Well, hello, Orlando.
Oh,
baby.
How's
Oh,
it
baby.
get on the floor?
Mel's confused. He's like, what's happening?
Oh my
I'm
god,
just-
I'm Orlando Bloom. Somebody take a screenshot.
Let's get the Orlando shot.
Wait, Creeper.
Do it.
Oh.
All right, we'll go back to you.
Oh my
You gotta
god.
get Trevante back, though.
Oh, Trevante.
Okay, Trevante.
That one is a lot easier to do than Orlando
Yeah,
Bloom. That
it's
does not
true.
sound right.
Okay.
Mm.
How to stream. Oh, hello. See, he's still pretty.
He is still pretty, but he
He's
has aged a bit. But
Yeah,
it's
but
okay.
come on, I'd still fuck him. All right. So let's get
Hi.
there.
Hi, baby
Trevante.
boy. What are you
There
doing?
you go.
What are you
There's
doing?
Trevante.
What are you doing?
We love you,
Hi.
Trevante.
Look at those big green eyes. Is that a big face? Is that a big boy? Hi,
That's a big boy
baby.
right there.
Hi, baby.
Oh yeah.
I told you to keep talking kitty talk
Oh,
while
it's a-
Trevante's here. Hey, baby, look at that big boy.
Look at kitten.
What a big boy. What a kitten. What a
Look at
pretty kitty.
This just sounds so wrong.
Or so right.
Oh my
Look
god.
at this little guy. This guy's fucking passed out over here.
He's knocked out
He's
on you.
knocked out. Look at this little baby with his little beat. Hello,
Mm.
Malcolm. Lando, you've been so friendly tonight.
Oh
It's
my
like
god,
he's
I
like-
love that. Yes, they do. Orlando Bloom still floods basements.
He is engaged to Katy fucking Perry now, though, and I'm disappointed.
You gotta be kidding
Yeah, I'm
me.
disappointed.
That okay, his ex is probably laughing her ass off the Victoria's Secret model.
Oh, right?
And I just like that's one thing. It's like at least upgrade, dude.
Seriously, don't fucking.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I wish I was. I wish I
Oh
was.
my god. That's insulting.
Yep.
What's that?
I don't know. Obi-Wan sent it to me.
It's a dog and a stormtrooper?
And the dog is a stormtrooper. That's what I say.
Oh, you need to charge your phone, girl.
Yes, I do.
In an alternative universe, Ryan Johnson is fired. That should be in this universe. I mean,
Oh.
from the sounds of it, it doesn't look like he's getting his trilogy, but he is virtue signaling a lot. I saw
True
that whole thing where people are like, "Oh, well, people criticizing your family." It's like, if people have a problem with diversity, fuck them. I was like, nobody fucking talked
we
about
don't have
that
a problem
shit.
with diversity. We have a problem with your shitty ass storytelling. Thank you for the super chat, Supersonic Warrior 93. Fuck you, Ryan Johnson. Son of a bitch.
I like that. Katy Perry is like when Liam Hemsworth married Miley Cyrus. The guys can do so much better. Oh, I
God,
know.
right?
Well, they got divorced, so
Yeah, thank God. Thank goodness.
Good
Thank
for
goodness. Are you just gonna go to sleep right like this? Because you're so cute. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I can't even with you, Malcolm. You're so cute. Stop it. Please stop. Please, please don't. Please don't be this cute. What do I even do? How do I not eat him?
you just don't.
It's really hard.
You don't be Albert Fish.
It's really hard to not eat him. Look how edible he looks.
I actually remember when we were at Star Celebration and there was that one guy that I took a picture with because it said "fuck Ryan Johnson" on it.
Yes.
And I was like, "Bro, can I take a picture with you?" And it was so perfect because it was him and his two friends. And he's like, "I told you guys this shirt was cool."
And his friends were like, whatever.
And I was all excited. I was like, "Can I take a selfie with you?" And I took a selfie. And then he was so happy. You can even see in the picture
He's like,
how
my friends told me not to wear it.
and
Oh
it's
my
like,
God.
yeah, this shirt's cool. And I was like, yeah, it is. It's an awesome shirt. It's the
Awesome.
best shirt here.
Yeah, absolutely. I want one. Oh, it's so good.
Remember that other guy that we were walking past his booth? And he's like, that's Star Wars girl. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, Jesse and Jeff are over here. And he was so excited. He had all
Oh,
this.
God.
You got that
Yeah,
Star
the
Wars
ring, my
from it.
fidget ring. I still
Mhm.
have. I love that ring.
And I got like
That
some
guy was
Star Trek
so
pins
cool.
for my dad.
That was so fun.
He
Somebody
was so
must-
nice.
Yeah, he really was. There was some
Mhm.
really cool people there. That was fun.
Everyone that I met was really cool. And so when people call us toxic, I'm like, I don't understand what you're saying. Every single person was really nice and respectful, and everyone was just so excited to meet each other
You wanna
and like
take it
just to
off?
talk about everything.
You want to take it off?
Like I was just standing there drawing, and then I ran into my old principal from high school, and then he said my name, and I was talking about my channel, and his friend that he was with, he's like, yeah, I've seen your content. And I was like, really?
That's so crazy.
And then I met somebody else that was from England, and he's like, oh my God, you're Anna? He's like, you look so different in person. I was like, yeah, I know, I'm tiny.
That's so funny. That's crazy.
I can't wait to like this Star Wars celebration. I'm not going on Saturday because the ticket, I was not paying that much money for that ticket. But
I haven't bought any tickets yet, so
I just did it because I was like, I'm gonna regret too if I don't.
Just
But
even think
because
about
I
it.
just want to go and draw the things that were there because that's all I
Yeah.
did. I walked around for a little bit. I did some of the meetups, but like Jesse and Jeff and all the world class bullshit guys, they took off and they're like, we're gonna go drink. I kind of
Drink.
wish I would have gone, but I met
Well,
some
you
cool
caught up with us
people and I
eventually.
got to draw the X-wing and the
Yeah,
TIE
honestly,
fighter.
I might just be like, hey, Jesse's gonna be posted up at this bar, so come hang out with me. I don't need to go to the thing. I don't got that kind of money anyway.
I know, it
As
was-
in,
it
like,
was-
any money. I'm saving up to get their testicles snipped off. Hooray.
Yours is a fuzzy balls are gonna go bye bye.
So send
Your
super chats
Ballies
for
are
this.
gonna go bye-bye.
Well, the fun thing is, because the way they do with cats these days is they just do a little incision and take the testes out, so the little fuzzy ball sack stays there. Lando has a fuzzy ball sack. Han has a fuzzy ball sack.
Let me
Han's
see
is
your
smaller.
balls.
His got really developed. His are really cute. He's got
Let
this
me
like
see your
empty fuzzy
balls.
nut sack.
Oh my God, he does.
That's so cute.
See, Ziggy is a little fucking shit, and I always tell him every time he pisses me off, I'm chopping your balls off. I'm taking you to get your furry balls are going snip snip, and he like looks at me and he's like, fuck you, and he's like, you're
You
gonna
like
snip
doing
my balls
that.
off?
Wow. But yes, Lando doesn't miss his balls at all. Do you, Lando? Do you, Lando? He's like, I don't. I really don't. I just miss my dignity when I didn't have kittens in the house. Yes, I know you like to be the baby. You like to be the baby. It's life. Oh
Mm.
man. Do you want to blow this live stream and like watch something on TV, on like a movie? or
I might
something?
have to go soon because it's 10:23.
You don't have to go ever. You don't ever have to go. I don't think you ever have to go.
Oh, the thing is, I have to clean as much as, or like unbox as much as possible before the in-laws come.
You know tomorrow.
I'm lazy. I have not, like, I always knew I was kind of lazy, but as a grown-up, when my mom's not in the house to nag me, I'm just like, I don't fucking care. Like, I just like, oh my god, the amount of stuff that I just don't want to do, and
That's fair.
I will do it. I will, but it's like I want to do it on my own time. So at like 4 in the morning when I can't sleep and insomnia is just killing me. But I'll get in moods where it's like I'm gonna do all this right now and I'm gonna get it all done, and I do. I get it all fucking done.
Yep.
And it's usually like one day a week. It's usually actually on Thursdays.
Hey,
And you know I'm pumped. I clean all day and then I do the Jack show at night, and it's great. But when I have to do it, when it's like you need to unpack right now, I'm like, I just spent 2 weeks fucking packing all the shit. Stay in the box, live there, live there. I don't, and I'm just like, I don't. It made me realize I'm like, I don't need any of this. I've been living for the past 2 weeks without it.
any of it. So why?
I don't need it. I'm like,
why do I even have it?
I'm just like, let it go away. But except for all my action figures, which I do need to put up. I'm like, I just want to get rid of everything else because I do need more pants. I need more clothes because
pants are good though.
Yeah, but
Night
just like,
Jedi 666 says, in a perfect universe, KK fires Ryan and resigns. Amen to that.
they all apologize and then disappear.
Because my things are like, all right, the big project is this room. Because this room is perfectly serviceable for me. I need to make room for boy.
For a boyfriend.
For a boyfriend. So the other projects are the kitchen and the bathroom, and those just need deep cleans. Those like badly need deep cleans. And like, let's just organize the shit so when boyfriend shows up, he's like, okay, I can understand how to room, and not just like, what is this? But this needs like a little bit more TLC. Because there's like pile. I know what's in that pile. I know what's in this pile. I need to like make these not piles. Not piles would be good. I forgot about those slippers over there. I like those slippers.
I think, maybe if you got like a bookshelf that went all the way up, that might help, like a wider.
Yeah, I just want to block that window though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's a window. It's a convenient window. Sometimes it's really a good window. It's because that's one thing is like, especially when it starts to get cold, like now I'll open the shades because it gets the afternoon sun. Now it keeps it a little bit warmer. I should probably pop those shades actually. So that's the only thing with that particular spot. But I can clean up some of those shelves there. Yep, there's more shelving. I can put up a bunch of shelves over there. Put up one over the window sill there.
Jeff is moving in January. Jedi Bunny.
Yes, January. Also, Jedi Bunny. I don't know if we've mentioned this to you, but February 1st is the Lord of the Rings watch party at Obi-Wan's house. And select people that I like are being invited. So I believe we discussed you being there. So February 1st is the date. So there you go.
We're all just gonna. None of us are gonna. Well, we're probably gonna watch a movie, but all of us are just gonna be sitting there staring at Jeff. We're gonna be
cuddling with Jeff.
Gross.
I know we're really gross.
I'm gonna bring Tulip.
Do it. Oh
and
my goodness.
I'm gonna sit there with Tulip.
That's a cool. He's got like the whole like he can open the doors in the back and there's a yard and stuff. So she'll like it.
Are there puppies already there or no?
There might be a dog that lives at their house. I know there was a dog when I was there. I don't remember if it was a visiting dog or a resident dog. But the house Tulip with dogs. Doggos.
She's fucking racist. She only likes white dogs. Or blonde dogs. She fucking hates huskies.
It was a little, whatever it was little. So
was it? What color was it?
I don't remember what color. But
if it's not a white poodle, she's not gonna like it.
Yes.
Toodle has a fucking type. She only likes boy white poodles.
And Jedi Bunny, yes, we are. So prepare your day because we're gonna start early and we're gonna go late. So that's a full Saturday, and your boy is totally welcome to join us. Her boyfriend's really cool. Met him. He came up for it was my friend and I were both, it was about 5 years in LA for us. I think I mentioned it to you. I think you were out of town that weekend. I think you had Gabby that weekend.
Who's Gabby?
Or whatever her name was.
Bella.
Sorry, Gabriella, right?
Yeah.
I've mentally defaulted to Gabby.
She says that she has 3 names. She has Gabriella, we call her Bella, and then at school kids call her Gabby.
Yeah, I just mentally defaulted to Gabby, but I knew because it was Gabriella, Bella. I think you had Bella that weekend.
Jared hates the name Gabby.
Yeah.
I was like, why'd you name your daughter Gabriella then? But her
Yeah.
middle name's Bella, so we just
Bella's
call her
pretty.
Bella. We
I
call her
like
Bella Boo.
I like it. That's
Yeah.
really sweet. But yeah, I think you were with her that weekend. But yeah, Jenny Bunny came out with her boo, and it was fun. And Obi-Wan was there, and Justin, and we all ended back here at one point.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, you were doing the barbecue thing.
Yeah. Oh, that was yeah. That was yeah. So fun times is. Who's your smush? Are you cleaning? He gets obsessive about cleaning himself.
Are you a little neat freak? I wish my cats would do that. Stardust gets halfway through and she's like, I can't
He also goes and plops down in front of Han to have Han groom him. Yes.
breathe. Ziggy is so meticulous about attempting to clean himself. Stardust is like, I can't breathe because my face does not exist. She's like, I have no nose. I can't breathe if I put my face into my body.
You won't face. You're very cute. Look at this little bundle. Look at this little bundle. I can't even deal with this bundle. I cannot deal with this bundle. What do I do with it? Do I eat it? I think I eat it. Oh my goodness. Are your tootsies clean? Are you cleaning your tootsies?
Look at your little tongue. You got a little pink tongue. Hi. What's that noise? Are you honking?
Snuffs.
Are you honking? Hi.
Oh,
Hi.
it's my snuffs.
Look at that little face. You want it?
Hello, snuffs. Hello, are you snuffing?
He's like, fuck you.
Goodbye.
Oh, fine,
Snuff.
bye.
Fine, whatever. Ziggy played guitar. Yes, he did.
He did. He also knocked him off the walls. So that's what Ziggy fucking does. Oh my goodness. He's a little shit.
Yeah.
I took a picture though because he only likes boyfriend. I'm convinced Ziggy's gay. Because he lets Tulip hump him and he only likes my boyfriend. He doesn't like me. I had to take a picture because he was sleeping on my chest. And I was like, I can't move because Ziggy is paying attention to me. And then I got a picture. Look, Tulip's looking. She's like,
I don't like it.
She's like, what the fuck? And she's
Don't
like,
like it.
she's like, I'm too tired to deal with this shit. And goes back to sleep. Where you can kind of see Tulips in the background, but
She's a little fluffy.
there's Ziggy. I was like, and I took a picture because I knew Peaches wasn't gonna believe me. And I was like, he's there. He fell asleep on me. And I was like, I had to get up and do something, but I laid down because Peaches laid down, and I was there and I was checking my phone, and then Ziggy just comes up and plots, and I was like, well, I had things that I needed to do, but I guess I'm waiting until this cat is done napping. And then he got up in a timely manner. He lay there for 10 minutes and then got up and walked away. And I was like, I accept this. I accept this attention that I just got.
Those are the priceless moments. I was like last night, I had all four of them in bed. This one could only tolerate being there if he was curled up in his little ball of hate. That's what I call it. It's this tight little. He's a circle. He's just this little tight circle of hatred. And you pat him. I was like, "Are you dead? Did you just curl up like a little bug and die?" But nope, little ball of hatred there. Little grumpy kitten. He's still the kitten. He honestly, if you look at his face, he is the kitteniest face of all my cats. The other ones have these little adult faces, and he's got this little kitten face. A grumpy little kitten face. You're making a grumpy face now, not a kitten face. There's your kitten face.
I let Bella name the last brother that is still at my dad's ranch. She named him Ranger.
Oh, that's really cute.
My dad had a car there, and it's a Ranger or something.
Yeah.
And Bella's like, Ranger. And I was like, where'd you come up with that? And she points to the truck, and I was like, you're so smart.
Well done. That's a great name. I dig it. Oh, man. All right. Should we close the live stream down?
We should. I need to head home and go to sleep or play Sims.
That's to be debated, but I think we have exhausted our time on the interwebs. So thank you. Thank you all for being here, for being wonderful people, and all that stuff. So goodbye forever.
Bye. Did you click end?
Oh, wait, Dustin Rogers in the super chat. Thank you for the entertainment, but it's bedtime.
It is
That's
bedtime.
exactly what we said too.
I shouldn't drink this because I'm about to go drive. But all right. Goodbye, everyone. And we'll spend 3 hours, so I get it.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.